I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me, but they hate from inside. You see, hate themselves in society, so I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen. Oh, the irony to hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never. And turn your mind into the truest of go-getters. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
What's up, y'all? Hold on, let me take this down. Happy Friday Eve. Okay. I'm trying to take that off. There we go. All right. Can y'all hear me? I see my bubble moving. All right, hold on. How y'all doing? How was work for those that actually work? And for those that, whatever type of work you do, how was work? Hey, Lou. Welcome, welcome. Let me do this right quick. Hold on. There we go. All right, let's see who we got up in here. Lou 44, welcome, baby. Hey, Sour Patch. Hey, my love. HLIC Room Shaker. Hey, Booski. Thank you so much for stopping by and dropping down. Hold on, y'all. We're going to get right on into this, see, because. Okay, I sent it to myself. Okay. Who else is up in here? Stormy. Hey, love. Vibrant. Welcome on in, Sugar Pie, moderator extraordinaire. Shout out to M. Bernie for that. Okay, y'all hear me? Perfect. All right. And for other folks that's coming on in here, honey, if I miss them, can y'all please give them the right hand of fellowship and usher them to a seat? Okay. Mo Better. Hey, boo. How are you? Hopefully, everything is still going well and you are still recovering well. I can't wait for you to be back 100%. Give me 1 second. Okay. Who else we got up in here? Vibrant, what? Vibrant. What's up with that? What's up with that? But anyway, y'all, we about to go ahead and we about to hop right on up into this, okay? See, because what I don't like. Hold on, let me save this. Okay, so as y'all can tell by the title, I'm actually going to go a little bit out of order. Okay, hold on. Crazy cats. Okay, so we're going to go out of order a little bit so we can kind of piece all of this together. Oh, let me see. Hey everyone, I'm resting and can't speak individually right now, but in the clouds. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, honey. Get you some rest, okay? Hopefully something is said over here that makes you laugh. I don't know. Vibrant said, I think Mobetta is coming along nicely. I see her more and more. Yes, me too. I'm so happy for that. So freaking happy. What Georgia Peach said? Georgia Peach said, dang, Earl, well, I'm glad I refreshed. No notification. I know. I know. Y'all pray my strength, okay? So, as you can tell by the karma, tell by the karma, Jesus Christ. If you can tell by the title, it says, let's be very clear. Karma spun the block quick, wrenches and transcripts. Okay. So I actually want to start with the wrenches part first. Because yesterday I was quite perplexed, shall I say. Jay Dunn in here. I don't see Jay Dunn. Oh, there she go. I got an instant pot for you. Jay Dunn, do you know that I got my money back for that instant pot? Okay. I got my money right on back. Yeah. Well, sort of, kind of. It's called a tax write-off. Okay. See, because when you have a business, oh, but that's another story for another day. Okay. But I'm actually glad you in here, Jadon. I really, really am. Um, because what I got to say about one of these topics, it involves you. Okay. It's nothing bad. Trust me, dear. It is nothing bad at all. So we're gonna start with the wrenches. So I was yesterday when Envy went live, right? When Envy went live, I was on the phone and I was talking to somebody trying to try not to completely crash out because something happened and I just needed to reach out to a good Judy. Okay. It's kind of talking me off of a ledge. I was talking to two of them at once. And so by the time I was able to gather myself and come on over here, soon as I open up Envy's live and I look at the chat, the very first thing I see is Lil Baba Obama saying, Envy, you're not gonna answer my question? And I was trying to figure out what question? What is happening? So I'm scrolling up and I'm scrolling up and I see her question. And it was, so are you going to let the male, your panelists, disrespect the female moderator? I'm just like, well, what hell? What happened? And so then I scrolled down and then that's where I saw where she asked for her wrench to be taken. So I'm like, what happened? And that's what somebody said, oh, Ken cussed her out. I'm just like, what? So after his live was over, I decided to red ball back to figure out what happened, to see if there was, lack of communication somewhere, see who dropped the ball, if anybody dropped the ball, because I'm not blaming anybody. So I go back and I listen to that live. And when I came in, I saw people saying, no, Amber, you said you cool, it's all good. I'm just like, wait, what? So I decided to go back at the end of the live when it was over, and after I ran these YouTube streets and saw all that other mayhem and malarkey that went down at TMOs and then over to Pizarros and then God bless America. Um, so then I go back to Envy's and I redballed it back at about an hour and 2 minutes or something. There was a comment on the screen from Little Mama Obama, and when I read the comment, I said, "Is this what caused all of this?" Something about making it make sense because she was a little confused. Hey, Faith, welcome on in here. Welcome on in here. I did a replay and listen. Oh, it got right festive. That upset me yesterday. I did not like that at all. La Mama Obama is my girl, and she didn't disrespect Ken at all. So we back. That's exactly where I'm getting ready to go with this. So when I read about it back, I looked at the screen and it was a comment from La Mama Obama. Um, I forgot what the first half of that comment was, but it was not a had nothing to do with Ken. It was pretty much saying something about make it make sense or something. So that's when I heard Ken say, "Oh, little Mama Obama, oh, them one of the audio people. I'ma cuss her out." I heard Envy say, "No, no, don't cuss her out." And then he tried to move the conversation along by saying, "So let me help you, let me make it make sense." That was at like an hour and two. So I'm like, all right. So I'm still sitting there trying to figure out what was the big deal. I listened to for about another maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and about an hour, 6 minutes, and some odd change in, there was a comment that little Mama Obama put because she was talking to, I want to say it was audio, and something about people checking me where I go or clocking where I go or something like that. And I guess that's the comment that triggered Ken, and Ken went off. Now, Ken, you was dead ass wrong for that. I'm sorry. You were absolutely wrong for that. And then for you to say something along the lines of, oh, I see why Rodney said he was going to do what he was going to do, that was doing too much. Too much. Lil Mama Obama did not deserve that at all, bruh. Like that's crazy to me. And so then I'm looking at that, and then at the end of that, you heard Ken say, "Oh my bad, Envy. I'm sorry." And Envy said, "Oh no, you good," and tried to move the conversation along. So with that being said, I started looking at the chat when all of that was happening as I watched the replay. And that's where I was starting to see everybody talking about, oh no, you didn't stop him. You said, no, you good. So from what I saw, it was two different instances that happened just that quick. Ken said he was going to cuss her out. Envy said, no, don't you do it. And tried to move the conversation along, which he did. But Ken decided to double back around later on and cuss her out. Now, I didn't hear, from what I understand, Envy was doing 5 million things all at once. All at once. And so he didn't hear it. So I'm assuming. So then when Ken said, "Oh my bad, Envy, my bad," he said, "Nah, you good," and he just kept it going. Now I can't tell little Mama Obama how to feel. I can't tell her how to feel at all, because I would have felt some type of way as well. And then that's when it started to make sense. When she was just like, "Oh, so you're not going to answer my question?" And I'm thinking to myself, I hope she doesn't think that he's intentionally not answering it, because that chat was on 5 million yesterday. Hold on, what you say? Hey, Diana from Brooklyn. Good to see you, boo. One up said, sounds like it's pretty on brand for Ken. And and I thought about that too. I thought about that, and you're not the only person that said that. Somebody else said, y'all know Ken is just over there kenning. That's true. But you got to come on, at some point you got to learn some emotional maturity. Okay? You gotta learn some emotional maturity. And my thing is this, Ken, if he said don't cuss out little mama Obama, why would you double back around and then do it? When she won't even talking to you, she was talking to audio. That's one thing I hate. Oh, Father God. That's one thing I hate. I'm sorry. Is the people in the chat talking to each other, but then the people on the panel take offense to it when they're not talking to you. So Ken, you was completely out of pocket for that. I'm sorry. Out of pocket for that. Out of pocket. And I hate that little Mama Obama wanted her wrench taken because she felt like Envy did not handle it, I guess, the way she wanted him to, or as quickly as one would have liked for him to. But I can't tell her how to feel. I can't. And she is entitled to feel that way. But I was just thinking, like, why is everybody saying Envy said, no, you good, as if Envy was saying, no, you can cuss her out. And that's not what happened from what I heard. And I went back and I listened to that twice. And he definitely said, no, Ken, don't you do it. And moved the conversation right along and tried to make things make sense for little Mama Obama because she was confused on the chain of events and everything that was going on. Because yesterday was, it was a lot. It was a lot, from feds to detectives and all that other stuff, to receipts and yeah, it was a lot going on. And during all of that, y'all know how Ken get when he get on these panels and he trying to defend himself. If anybody has ever been on a panel with Ken when he's trying to prove his point, you know with Ken, it is an entire receipt dump. So he's sending you 5 million things and you trying to look at all of it. So it really honestly could have been something where maybe Envy just checked out because he was looking at other stuff to kind of see what Ken was talking about. Hold on, who is this? Okay, I'll call you later. So that's from what I saw when it came down to the wrench thing. That's just what I saw. Yesterday was crazy, Charlie. It was absolutely crazy. OG Beauty, that doesn't make sense though. Ask Ken about what he said. Ask Ken about what. Now, are you talking about when he referenced oh nope, OG Beauty answered it right here. After Ken went off, Envy said, "No, you're good. I think that's what did it for her." He did say that. He did say that. And if you go back and listen to it, I heard him say, "No, you're good." After Ken said, "Oh, my bad, Envy, my bad, I'm sorry." And it was just like, "No, you good." Just trying to move it along. Like I said, I ain't making excuses for nobody. This is just what actually happened, and this is what went down. Which is why he said, "No, you good," because Ken was just like, my bad, Envy. I'm sorry. That's why he said, "No, you're good." Because I had to go and listen to it 2 or 3 times to make sure that I heard everything correct. So Lil Mama Obama is entitled to feel how she wants to feel. Can't nobody take that from her. And I hate that she felt that way. I really do. But Ken, you was completely out of pocket. Out of pocket. Completely. And that's my stance on that. Ken, I ain't like that. Lil Mama Obama didn't do nothing. She is probably, not probably, she is the most unproblematic person. Period. And I also think that Ken was just on a heightened emotion because she is cool with audio. Hey, Vila Shay, because she is cool with audio. But that's no reason to cuss her out like that. And then to say that Rodney, somebody you understand why Rodney said what he was gonna do to her. No, no, that's sick. Ken, come on now. You better than that. You are much better than that. So that's the wrenches thing. Because yeah, I didn't like that. Little Mama Obama, I apologize that you feel that way. I really do. Because you are one of the sweetest, unproblematic people. Ken, you owe her a sincere apology. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. Let's see what y'all saying. Greetings, everyone. The timing of the "you're good" had nothing to do with what Ken said or her feelings. See? There you go. That's why I said I feel like you said "Nah, you're good" as a way to move the conversation along. Just like when he originally said no, I'ma cuss her out. And you said, "No, you ain't gonna cuss her out." So let me help you make it make sense. Or let me make it make sense for you, little Mama Obama, because that was the comment on the screen. That's just my point of view. That's just how I saw it when I went back and watched that replay. And thank you so much for coming, Envy. I appreciate that. I think my keyboard is possessed today. Oh, child. I have gotten dragged for, hold on. I've gotten dragged for opening my mouth, but I got up and handled it myself. I don't blame the CC. Let me tell you something, Sour Patch. You are a firecracker. Like, geez, Louise. I don't like I don't like being to anything, huh? Oh, that's what you mean by your thing is messed up. Stretch mark on my buns. Iron, why keep your supporters happy. They'll always return. As a CC, you got to decide what's more important for your channel, the guest or the supporter. That's a very good point, stretch mark on my bun. I don't know why. Every time I see your name, I have to sing that. No, you're absolutely right. Very much so. Okay. Sour Patch, you be nice, okay? Peachy, am I late late? Not am I late late. All right, so that's that. For once, I agree with Sour Patch. Okay, the real Miss Darlings. Look at you. Mr. Carruthers, how did I miss you? Good afternoon, Mr. Carruthers. So good to see you. Now, Charlie said, very true, Sour Patch. Child, I was called everything but a child of God. LOL. And Charlie, baby, you much better than me, see, because the stuff you was called, and you sat there on that panel when he called you that, and you ain't say nothing. I said, oh, baby, you much better than me, because let me tell you something. I would have told somebody panel, okay, because you ain't going to sit up here and call me that. Absolutely not. Envy was on autopilot. He didn't mean he's okay with that BS. Exactly. That's why I said, Diana, if you ever been on a panel with Ken, when he's trying to prove himself, he'll dump 5 million receipts and say, now look at this. And Envy has a tendency of going into autopilot mode. So there's nothing in me that will make me think that he will be okay with Ken cussing her out like that. No, 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 no. Not at all. But once again, I'm not taking away from her feelings because she is entitled to feel how she feels. I didn't like how Ken talked to her. That was what we like to call team too much. Team too much. Because his issue really was with audio. So therefore, keep it off of her. She ain't got nothing to do with y'all beef. Cuss the audio out. Not little Mama Obama. I ain't like that. Period. But like I said, okay. But like I said, the that whole "Now you good," he wasn't co-signing or agreeing with that. Absolutely not. Let's see. Envy said, people have a major problem not knowing how to de escalate issues. I move along the whole conversation, even though I knew he wanted to go on. Exactly. Exactly. And that's exactly what you did. The first time, when you told him not to cuss her out, and you said, okay, so now let little Mama Obama, let me try to make this make sense for you. And you moved it right along. 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes later, here come Ken again. Because she was in the chat talking to audio. And he caught wind of it and went completely off. And I believe that was right when Ken sent Envy more receipts. And he went completely off. And then Ken was just like, oh, my bad, Envy. I'm sorry, my bad. And he was just like, no, you're good. And then moved the conversation along. That's just how I viewed it from the outside looking in. What you mean, and who was this? Real Miss Donuts? Who loved what? What you talking about, boo? I realize the chat moves fast and as CCs we miss it, but yes, we do. We really, really do. And it shows his character, not mine. I should now listen, you right about that with Charlie, because I could go on a tangent about that. Hello, RY, Envy and chat. I hope everyone is having a blessed and wonderful day, honey. I am. Okay. I really, really am. Hey, Black Pearl. And if I missed anybody that slid on in, honey, charge it to my head and not my heart. I just want to get through this commentary. Okay. So that's the whole wrenches thing. So hopefully, conversations can be had to not smooth things out, but get a better understanding. And hopefully some heartfelt apologies are sent to little Mama Obama via Ken because that was team too much. That was way too much. She ain't need all that. She ain't need none of it actually, to be very honest with you. My other comment didn't post, but I said, little Mama, mm-mm. Hey Tiffany, hey beautiful. So that's my take on that. Lemon has cussed her out many times, and come on now, listen, listen. I had to approve it, Miss Donna. Okay, okay. So that's that. Now, where's my water? I feel like envy now. Where's my water at? Okay, hold on. Okay. Now, that was the beginning part, and this is why I had to kind of go out of order because the wrenches thing happened when I came in, right at the end of that of the whole Lil Mama Obama and Ken thing, and I kind of just hung out. Which now leads me to the let's be very clear. Karma spun the block quick. So, yes, it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. I want to say it was yesterday. Okay. Who a crazy troll? Oh, so yesterday, I think it was, I was somewhere and Pizza asked me, oh, did you block Ness? I'm like, no, I didn't block Ness. And she was just like, oh, okay, because that's what she's saying. I said, oh, okay, well, hey. So then Pizarro was live, and I'm in the chat. Who do I see in the chat? Ness. So if I blocked you, how did I see you at Pizarro's chat? And I'm not even a moderator there. How? How? So I let that go. I let it go. Last night, for some reason, it came back up. Pizza. Whew. I guess Pizza wanted Envy to address a comment or something about Ness. I honestly I don't even know the particulars of that part because Something about going live on top of envy it was a kerfuffle, okay? But the only part I was really worried about was how I got brought into that. And something about I blocked Ness. So I put in the chat, I said, once again, explain to me how I can block somebody. And I see you in chat, so I don't moderate it. Hey, pizza, welcome on in. And so then that's when Ness was just like, I don't know why Pizarro wants you to address me or address something. I'm just like, ah, okay, well, whatever. So Pizarro even said, everybody said she didn't block you. So if I block Ness, once again, and I'm not a moderator, Pizarro's, how the hell did I see you? So all of that went down. And then she says, well, I went ahead and I blocked her so she doesn't have to lie about not blocking me. I didn't lie about it. Not at all. But what you had to do was to save face, you had to go and block me because you knew I won't lie. You knew I won't lie. And that's why I asked in the chat, who the fuck is she to lie to? She's not that important for me to lie to her about blocking. Girl, are you okay? Period. And so somebody asked me, well, what's the real issue? So I heard her say that I was over at the hood tables laughing and kikiing about her challenge with newbie. And I'm like, hold on. And Charlie, correct me if I'm wrong if you still in here, because you was over there. Was that over there on in the chat or on the panel when newbie was over there talking about a damn challenge? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Because when I hit the hood tables thing, we were talking about that shit that let's get into it. All right, let's do it, baby. Because when I was over there at the hood tables, we was over there talking about Rodney and his transgressions and his personal inner thoughts that he would like to execute on the 17-year-old. Pause. Put a pin in that. Speaking of Rodney, did anybody else see Yusef make a comeback on YouTube and post on that community wall? When I saw that, I said, I know you lying. So he got a car and he lost everything and now he getting it all back. Oh, okay. Okay. Take that pen out. That just really caught me off guard yesterday when I saw that. But anyway, hey, little mama Obama, hey beautiful. Yep, she said that. Okay, thank you, Pizarro. Because when I went over to the hood tables, we was talking about it was me, Choreo Lover, Charlie, the hood table. We was over there talking about Rodney. I didn't know anything about a newbie or a challenge or nothing until Jay Dunn went to her panel and was talking about some challenge that newbie had that somebody won. I guess she felt like they weren't supposed to. So I don't know how she got that I was talking about this challenge with newbie and all of them over there at the hood tables. So whoever is sending you that shit, they got to be the world's dumbest idiot. And then before that, she said, oh, I was over there quoting scriptures of Jay Dunn's and talking shit about my challenge. No, 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 no. Let's be clear on what I said. Okay? One moment. Hold on. Let me get this comment off. This is what I put in Jay Dunn's chat. Okay? Can y'all see this? The reason why I put that in the chat is because this particular day, as you can tell by the title, Jay Dunn said, well, that was godlike, wasn't it? And Jay Dunn kept saying, well, what would Jesus do? You went on this spiritual journey and you doing all this, and then this is how you do lovely love. What would Jesus do? What would he do? And so I was like, but as y'all can read, to be fair, I said, hold on, baby, where's my phone so I can read it from there? So as y'all can see, what I said was great show. To be fair, Titus 3 verses 10 says to warn a divisive person once and then warn them a second time. after that have nothing to do with them. Then I said, me personally, I wouldn't have kicked her out. That's all I said. Now, what's befuddling to me is how now all of a sudden you have an issue with me quoting scriptures, but baby, I remember when you came back from this spiritual journey, you was condemning everybody to hell, especially the, in the words of T.S. Madison, the Levitiqua community, the LGBTQI and the A community, and a lot of those people were your supporters. And you had somebody like Shauna, who was a supporter, who felt very offended that you were condemning all of them to hell. You were the one that came back all radical for Christ. I don't care. I'm going to talk about Jesus. You're going to hell. I don't even say I'm gagged anymore. So you're this radical person condemning everybody to hell. But you have a problem with me stating my opinion when everybody over here, we are all opinionated people. Really? That's crazy to me. Crazy. Yep, that's what she said too. I know. I know. And then what's even more crazier to me, because that's really not the issue. That really wasn't the issue. The issue was simply this. One night, Envy was live. It was me, Envy, and Lady Snoop. Lady Snoop wanted more clarity on the whole Rodney thing. So we was up there talking about it. Lady Snoop asked me how I felt. I said, I ain't like that shit. That is disgusting. Then I believe I also said, if you'll think it, you'll do it. Because then the narrative switched to, oh, well, there he wasn't dealing with the 17-year-old. Who can produce a victim? First of all, why would you want a victim to be produced? Rule number one. Why? Rule number he was just talking on Twitter. It doesn't matter. If you think it, you'll do it. And we don't know if there really was a victim or not. Y'all never met up with him. Y'all don't know him in his personal life. So if you say it online, we can only assume that you're a sexual deviant. And so I told Lady Snoop and I told Envy on that panel, I said, I definitely unsubscribed from right there. I said, because that right there, that's sick. That's sick. And then I also unsubscribed from Brooke too because Limit was live. And Brooke was sitting up there saying, well, he never said nothing about a 17-year-old. And Stephen, whatever his name is, he was like, yes, he did. And he began to read the tweets. Brooke started laughing as if that shit was funny. After that, I unsubscribed from that too because you are also the mother of a son. So anyway, back to envies. So after I said, yeah, I unsubscribed from Ronnie, I can't rock with that. That is disgusting. It's disgusting. And then I said, and then I heard them over there at Nessa. They was talking about it or something like that. And then Ness dropped down in the chat and said something, and was just like, oh yeah, no. She said, if you had a question, you could have just came to my live. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't. Because I don't have to ask you a question about something that I feel strong on. It's disgusting. I don't have to ask nobody no questions or no clarity or nothing. If you say shit like that about a 17-year-old, why do I have to ask a motherfucker anything? It's nasty. Period. So that is where the point of contention really started. Because shortly after that, I guess now she's saying, I'm not doing this outrage. I'm not doing it, honey. And that is your prerogative, like Bobby Brown said. That's your prerogative. You can support it, but you can't get mad when other people don't want to support it. Period. So get the fuck out my face with that. Would you say you better get your content and commentary? What you talking about, Pizarro? I'm just like, like you. See, thank you, thank you. But now, talent calling her PDF Pizarro. How? I don't understand that. But hold on. Before we go there, because let's talk about karma spinning the block. So okay, last night, she goes, well, I went ahead and I just blocked her. That way she don't have to lie about her blocking me. Which, once again, if I'm not a moderator at Pizarro's and I see you in the chat, baby, you're not blocked. Just like that other individual. Anyway, she's forgotten about anyway. Um, so then to save face, like Pizarro said, to save face, you had to then turn around and block me. Great. Wonderful. Wouldn't be the first time. So then right after that, what happened? Envy ends the live. People go their separate ways. Demons O went live. I know I'm jumping all over the place. Demons O went live and it got crazy over there to the point that Ness went live. Something happened from what I saw. Uh, Ness went on mute, listened to this little clip, and came back and was not happy. Okay. And the first thing that I heard was, I had Intrinsic go over there and buy your membership because she put the video on members. So I'm like, so you sent Intrinsic to go buy a membership so you can see what happened? So I'm like, oh, okay. I thought somebody sent her the clip. From what I understand, somebody sent her a voice note that said the missile was getting ready to flag her. She ended the live. So, honey, I go back over to Pizarro's. Because Pizarro told me, I'm staying off of panels and blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Okay. So then all of a sudden, I started to see stuff in Pizarro chat about she ended the live and now they over there fighting. So I go back over there, lo and behold, the same person that said up and tried to play in my face and lie and say I blocked her, got her face played in and started fussing with Uppity and Jay Dunn. Because I guess a lie was told that Demus O was the one that said she was gonna flag, and that's how it was reported back to Ness. But in actuality, it was really Jay Dunn. So that whole thing just fell apart, and I just sat back and I said, I said, how quickly does karma come around? I said, well, another one bites the dust. Moving right along. So now to let's backtrack to Demus O's. All I heard was something about bleachers and something about somebody getting M word. And we ain't talking about Erded. Okay. And then I saw something about I ain't giving no cash up. I ain't giving nothing. Next thing I know, the live was over. Pizza goes live. And then Talent goes over to Nessa's and start calling her PDF Pizza. And then I also heard that it was alleged, and I want to say it was Uppity that may have said this, that Ghetto touches little girls, which is Ghetto of all people touching little girls, really. Now we're just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping one of them sticks at this point. That is pathetic. Hey, Black Girls Code, that is pathetic. Okay, pathetic. Hey, protect your phone. Oh Lord, yeah, I'm trying to get through these. Hey, Mama Bear, welcome, welcome. Why would she lie about something that can be proven? Exactly. That's what I want to know. That's exactly what I want to know. A lot of people go low in this sector. It don't mean they would do nothing to no child. What Rod did was different. He wasn't in no beef and said what he said with this. Okay, did he say it with his chest puffed out? I mean, puffed. Okay. Now, that's some real BS calling pizza that, but that, I was going to say what she said. Oh, baby, I'm so glad, Vila Shay. I'm so glad you brought that up. That's where I was confused because you can say that and you can get upset about somebody talking about your child. Which I get it. You a mama. I understand. But to whom much is given, much is required. The same measure that you use to judge somebody else, gonna be the same measure they're gonna use to judge you. And with that being said, how mad can you get about somebody saying something like that to your child? When you sat up here July of last year and you said, I hope Ken brings 10 or 20 dudes and I hope they meet with your little sister, and she was talking to audio. So, in what world are we justifying that? In what world? Would you say, why? Hold on, let me go back to it. Why would Uppity lie on Ghetto like she did? I don't know. I don't know, but honey, let me tell you this. Can we gossip? Uppity went live today. And Uppity went live right when she left YTC's. And lo and behold, who dropped down in that who dropped down in that chat? Ghetto. Ghetto dropped down. And Ghetto said, "Oh, I'm only here so I can unsubscribe." And I'm like, "Dang, ain't nobody gonna take that comment about her." And then no, he said, "I came here to unsubscribe. To unsubscribe, you are trash." That comment lingered a while. Then he commented again and said, talking to her moderator, SoFly, he said, "SoFly, I am suing the Section 8 off of her R's for defamation." I'm like, wait, what? And then I realized that over at YTC's when Uppity, you see me. What you mean? You see me doing what? What I do? J Dunn, I sent it. What? I sent it to TMO for her video. Okay. Oh, not y'all played in each other. Listen, listen. I'm gonna get through this last little piece and then God bless America. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. And so at YTC's, Uppity and Ghetto was over there. Next thing I know, Ghetto says, "Oh, oh, I'm suing you for defamation. I'm taking you to court." And so up he sits over there and starts blurting out her first and last name and date of birth. Tell me something, take me to court. And so then he goes over to the uppities and say, "I'm only here to unsubscribe. You are trash." And so fly, I am suing the Section 8 off of her ass. Like, really? And then, of course, Uppity said, "No, if Ghetto in here, get him up out." And Ghetto got blocked on site. I'm like, geez, Louis. Ghetto is comical. Yes, court crafty, because it was said that Ghetto likes to touch on underage girls, which is a lie. That could ruin his career, okay? Who drags a kid unless you're a deviant? Very good question. I've been seeing you and protecting. Oh, okay, Lord Jesus. Yes, she put a jacket on Ghetto. She did. She did. She really did. So that's pretty. Not shut up, J Dummy. What is J Dunn doing? Mobetta said, "That is funny. Him dropping down to announce he's listen." And then to say he's suing the Section 8 off of her. Like, that's crazy to me. But yet, who played in J Dunn face? Hold on, let me scroll back up here. Because J Dunn be running amok sometimes. I do believe YouTube is weird because I can't see crap. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on. I have no idea. I heard you said, girl, mm-mm. Hold on, who is this? Miss Diana, I think. Okay, I think I'm at the bottom. Listen, Jennifer Thompson. I just don't like shit like that. Like, don't lie, don't lie, please don't. Exactly, it was way too detailed. Talking about listen, talking about stamina, and I kept hearing everybody say you talked about the bleachers, poverty. I've never heard Pizarro say anything about bleachers or anything like. I don't know. I just never heard her say that. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Here's the thing. How many folks in here have dragged kids, the deceased, etc.? If we blacked everyone out, it would literally be everyone. We wouldn't be able to get nowhere. That is very true. Very true. Now, Pizarro said it wasn't even Jay Dunn that said that. Speaking of, hold on. Dundada.
Yes, I'm here to clarify. How in the
All right.
hell are you?
Praise the Lord, saints.
Praise the Lord, saints, girl. How in the hell are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you, dear?
I'm doing well. So nobody played in my face. What you
Okay.
saw in your chat was Pizarro said that I played in Demon Souls face. And I typed back and I said, how did I play in Demon Souls face when Pizarro ruined the video and didn't cash out Demon Souls? The only person that's playing in Demon Souls face is Pizarro. I didn't ruin no video for Demon Souls at all. When Lemon ruined Pizarro's video about that hate speech, and I was ready to get Pizarro right on together like 3 days ago, Pizarro went to Lemons and said, "You owe me a cash out because I had to get rid of a video." But meanwhile, Demon Soul just had to get rid of a video, and Pizarro ain't send a dime. The only person that's playing in Demon Soul's face is Pizarro. So she really should leave my name off of anything as far as Demon Soul because I'm the only one that's willing to put my government information on the line and flag a bitch for Demon Soul.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Pizarro
my
won't
God.
do that.
Talent.
Hey, good afternoon,
Good
ladies.
afternoon. Welcome,
R,
welcome.
two of my favorites, and R and Y have to take you to task. But go
Hey,
ahead, JD.
talent.
Okay.
Hey, talent. I was just saying, hey, but yeah, so no, I didn't play in Demon Soul face at all. I just didn't like what was done. And I believe that if, remember, Pizarro and Brianna used to make people pay them for using certain language on their platform. But meanwhile, Pizarro did that on Demon Souls and didn't pay her nothing. That was my point.
Mm. Now I did see something about Pizarro. Pizarro did comment and say, "I ain't giving shit." I was like, "Damn, okay."
Correct. She won't. But if something happened on her platform, her non-monetized platform, she expect people to pay her.
Hold on,
But Demon
hold
Soul is
on.
actually monetized.
Pizarro.
Yes, me.
Okay, there you go. All right, let me take this comment
Okay, what
down.
did she say? Because I didn't hear
Okay, can you repeat what
what
you
she
said, Jadon?
said.
So what I just said
Oh,
was
is
anytime.
this the talentless huh
Hey,
that called me the
oh,
PDF?
No, no.
hey,
That's the
PDF,
one he in there
PDF
working on. He over
Pizarro.
there just feeding.
Okay.
He over there. Isn't this the
Hey,
same
PDF
man that was
Pizarro.
defending Rodney? Wasn't this
Hey,
the same
PDF
man that was
Pizarro.
defending Rodney? Sean,
I
you can't
sure
say nothing
did.
to me. You can't say nothing to me. You are a PDF.
Mm.
Wait, who's talking next? Because we have to
Go
have
ahead,
order.
Jadon, because
Oh,
you are a PDF. Move it on. Go ahead, Jadon.
yeah. Go
Well,
ahead,
so
Jadon. Finish
Pizarro,
what you're saying.
all I was saying was that just like you felt like Lemon owed you a cash out for your video, I felt like Demon Soul was owed a cash out for hers. I ain't playing up in her face.
Okay.
That's how I
So
felt.
what was the trigger word that I said?
Um,
The N word.
Mullet.
You could just say the N word if you don't want to say
Yeah,
the whole thing. Because
yeah, cause I,
I've been saying
yeah,
that
that
word so
that.
many times and have not been flagged. So I'm confused as to how now me saying that word gets you flagged. And you did
Well,
play
hold
in her
on.
face. Now
Let
I
me,
come. No,
no, no,
no.
no.
You
Let
wanted
me get you
no. You
unconfused.
wanted me
Let's
to
do it.
apologize. You wanted me to
No,
not
you said
apologize. You
you
wanted me to
confused.
send me throw a cash out,
Pizarro, I'm
right?
not trying to yell with you on here. I'm
I'm
trying to
not. I'm
explain to
asking you
you.
a question to make sure I'm
Right,
following.
but you
So
gotta,
you said
you
I owe
gotta
Jimmy
let
so
me
cash out
answer
for
it.
the M word, right? Okay.
But you gotta let me explain why.
I'm
So
okay with
even,
that. I just was clarifying. That's it.
okay, thank you. So even before all this happened with you and her platform was already threatened on your platform when this heat got up there and said that she was going to touch every monetized
That
channel
is a lie.
around Triple.
She never
No, no,
mentioned
no.
Jimmy so.
No,
No, no,
no, no.
no. And
She
see,
said
this is where I feel like you be
she.
messy and you start shit and you keep up shit. That girl hit that link and said, why would he think that I'm going after Demon O when he fucks with more than just Demon O? Demon O didn't do nothing, but I see you didn't tell Demon O that. You went back and you told her a bunch of lies because
I didn't
Demon
go tell her
Dissy
nothing.
never
I didn't go
threatened.
tell her
Yes, you
nothing.
did. Yes, you did. That girl never threatened Demon O on
So
my
so you didn't
platform.
even let
She
me
literally
finish. You
came.
you over
You
talking
full
me
of
instead
shit.
of letting me
You
even
full of
finish.
shit. You full of
Well,
shit, Jada.
you
Full of
can feel
shit.
that way.
That girl never
Bruh, this he
threatened.
said
That
it on
girl
your platform.
never threatened her on my platform that she was gonna flag Demon O because you know triple. She
Child.
said that she was not flagging Demon O and that triple is telling a fucking lie because you're going by what triple said and
No,
triple threw
I'm
that shit
not.
out there
No, I'm
when
not.
he yes
No,
she
I'm
did
not.
because
See,
triple is
you
the
not
one that
even
brought
trying
that
to have
girl
a
name on
conversation.
that community wall.
I would like
It
to
was
have a
because you're not
conversation with her, but I'm not
you're
gonna yell
trying
with
to
her.
spin the narrative. You're
No, I
spinning
ain't
the
spending nothing.
narrative.
I'm telling
Yes, you
what
is. That
happened.
girl, that girl did
Okay.
not say that on my platform.
Okay. So
So
let's
Calm
hold on.
down.
let's have a conversation. Hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
We all are over at least 25. Let's have a
Preach.
conversation.
Preach.
Baby, I thought she gonna stay full. I was say I ain't there yet, girl. I ain't there yet, but
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
there
get
yet
there
either,
soon.
okay?
So let me tell Pizarro what
Okay.
Pizarro don't know. Um, this he put D Miss O's picture on her channel. And was comparing her to Seal. Y'all know
Mhm.
Seal, that singer that
The singer.
deal with
Uh-huh.
Heidi. Yeah, he put
Who?
D Miss Seal. See, you don't even be knowing, but you be trying to check me. It's crazy.
Because you said
But
that she threatened Demon Soul on my platform. That is a fucking
because
lie.
well, she did say she was gonna go after all the monetized channels around Triple. That's what she said.
And she also made sure that she said that she were not going to touch Demon Self. That she was going around everybody else in his circle, but she wasn't touching Demon Soul because she actually liked Demon Soul's channel. It's what DC said. And she said, why would he
But
assume
hold
that
on.
I
So
hold on? She said, why would he assume that I'm talking about demons O's from my community wall when he talks to and deal with more than just demons O? Demon O is not the only person that he talks to. He threw Demon O name in there because that's who he thought that she was talking about.
no, I didn't get this from Triple. That's what I'm letting you know. I have direct conversation with Demon South. I don't have to get nothing from Triple. Nothing.
Who you think told Demon O that? How you think Demon So find out? How you think Demon So know about this girl
Girl,
threatening
so
her platform?
so so
Now
now
you, we know
I
Demon So
can't even
really has
answer
not
what
been
you
around.
just said. Now you asking something else. Stop moving the goalpost.
I'm
The
not moving the
fact
goalposts.
is,
You are. You
hold on.
are. You're not listening.
No.
You're not
The
listening.
fact,
This literally went
you
on my
you
channel.
gotta be quiet to listen. Cause the
Well,
fact
I'm listening,
is,
but you on the bullshit.
I ain't on no bullshit. The fact
You
is,
on the
even
bullshit.
when this he said that she wasn't gonna do nothing to Demon Soul's channel, Demon Soul's face was over there on a video with Dolby talking about baby, I could see the kiss of a rose.
Ooh,
Oh,
Jada, you don't sing when you got that mic on the 1,009.
Oh
well,
Lord.
that was the video that she had Demon Soul picture. So what you
Okay,
telling
but
me
just
is
turn it
lies.
down. No, I'm
But
not
what you
telling you
telling me?
lie. Just because that's what she does, she got a lot of people over there. I'm talking about you lying and saying that she threatened Demon Soul on my platform, and that was not true. She did not threaten Demon Soul. She literally let it be known that Demon Soul was the only channel she was not going after. Because I said, why the fuck would you go after Demon Soul because of the shit he said? And she said, I'm not going after no Demon Soul. That is a fucking lie. I'm not touching Demon Soul. I'm going
But
after the
then
people
she
that is
turned around.
around him.
But then she turned around and put Demon Soul's picture as still on her channel. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah, but
make you
that's not the
comprehend.
same. I comprehend
Oh,
that, but that is not the same
okay.
thing
Fine, Pizarro.
as you
I'm not
saying
about to
that that
yell.
girl threatened her on my platform. I'm not even yelling with you. You said that that girl threatened her
She
on
did.
my
She
platform,
did.
and that's not
She
true.
did. She did.
No, she did not. No, she did not. No, she did not. And the sad part about it is that you ain't gonna go back and get the whole clip where she can hear the whole clip where that girl let it let you know that she said she wasn't touching
Why do
Demon
I
Soul's
need to go
chest,
back and
but
get
she touching
something? Why?
everybody
Hold
else.
on.
She said she touching everybody else around him but Demon O. And why would he assume that it's Demon O?
So first off, I don't need to go get a clip from your channel when I talk to Demon Soul about all of this. Next thing.
Okay. So while y'all are quiet, Talon, what did you
Girl.
want to say?
Oh, yeah. First of all, hello, ladies. Real quick, I
Hmm.
have to take you to task, RNY.
Okay.
You,
Let's go.
you had mentioned, and Pizarro just mentioned it as well, about
Okay.
Rodney,
Hmm.
the defense of Rodney.
Okay.
Rodney said, and I've said this, said some disgusting things to me. Then
Hmm.
we learned what the statute of limitations was in Texas. And
Hmm.
it's still to me immoral for someone that older to be interested or fantasizing about somebody that age. Is it
Right.
legal? Yeah. And he hasn't acted on it. So my thing is, why throw him away? Why cancel him? And there was a lot of people saying cancel Rodney because of that. Fast forward to yesterday.
Hmm.
Yesterday, some disgusting things were said. I noticed you were talking about the bleachers and all of that, but
Hmm.
everyone is focusing on that. But you haven't focused on what PZ actually said. And
No,
that's
I
why we
did
need
focus
to
on
act,
that.
because what I won't even repeat it here, but I think everybody, because a lot of people weren't there. Once we get the transcript, and that's why I doubt this transcript is going to come out just willingly.
Hmm.
A process may have to go into place. But once you get that transcript, because
Hmm.
we don't know for sure. I heard bleachers. I'm not even sure what if Uppity says something crazy, equally crazy. I'm on her neck too. But what we do know right now, what was said by PZ
Hmm.
is disgusting.
Hold on now,
And
Talent. Hold on. Back this train on up. Because you just said, and correct me if I'm wrong, that
yeah,
if she did say something crazy about the bleachers pertaining to her children, Pizarro's children, then you're going to be in her neck. That's what you just said, right?
yeah, she said
Okay.
something.
You said you're going to be in her neck,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
yeah.
Boom. Boom.
If it's about SA, like
Okay.
what? Yeah, if
Okay.
it's about
So
SA,
now,
that yeah,
so let me take you to task now, see, because you just said your
yeah,
foot gonna be on her neck if it's about
yeah,
essay of a child. So were
yeah.
you aware that July of last year there was a
See,
clip
well,
that was put?
I don't know. Hold
There
on.
was
I
there
don't
was a
know what
clip.
was said before.
There
Hold
was a
on. So we
clip.
don't know about that.
Uh
I
uh uh
wasn't there.
uh.
I don't know about that.
But listen,
I
I'm
don't
about to
know
tell
about
you.
that.
I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, but I don't have
There,
any proof. I didn't.
there's
I
a
wasn't
clip.
there.
There, listen. There's a clip
But
going around.
yeah,
Hold on. There's a clip going around
yeah,
of
yeah.
Uppity discussing Audio Sister and said that
I've
That was
heard
when
not
Ken
something
years
about
comes,
ago.
that.
That was a few months ago. That was literally like 2 months ago when she said
well,
that on Lemons
the
platform. That wasn't
well
years
the
ago.
I,
title I saw said July 2025. So if it was
yeah.
just a couple of months
Well,
ago, that's even worse. Hold on. Then she said, then she said, I hope that Ken brings 10 to 20 other men to meet up with your little sister. And you already know what
That
that was about.
that's disgusting.
Exactly.
But I got to
wait,
hear it.
but hold on,
I got to
but
hear it. Well, I haven't
talent,
heard it. I haven't heard that. I
talent.
haven't actually
What?
heard it.
Audio
Audio
Go ahead.
played
did
it
play
on
that
his
today.
live.
He
So,
surely
so
And he
did.
shared it.
I want to have a conversation with talent
Okay, go ahead.
because talent is saying, okay, that he gonna keep his foot on people's neck because this is what he saw. Well, we all saw Rodney's Twitter. Period.
Yeah,
So
but
why
wait.
in the
Did
hell is
he
hold
say
on? No,
something? Did he say something illegal?
wait,
Did he
talent.
say something
I didn't even
illegal?
finish. I didn't even
Okay.
finish talking. We all saw Rodney's Twitter. I have a Twitter. I know how to go over there and navigate. I saw it. So did many other people. That's how come the screenshots came over here. So for you to say, well, come back. When we saw the Twitter and you said, well, there ain't no victim, how do you know? How do you
First
know?
of all, listen, what he said, and we don't, because he said he didn't even do those fantasy tweets. He said that. He said they were
Well,
fake.
Talent, I'm here to let you know I've had a Twitter for years now. And specifically, I check my Twitter to look at Big Brother stuff. You know I like Big Brother.
Of course.
I went to Rodney's Twitter when all of this stuff was going on. I went over there and looked. I saw that he was deleting stuff, which is what I came here and said. He started deleting. He started deleting after everything came out. So all I'm saying is, please don't call him to come back
Yeah, but
because you want to exonerate him. No,
did he suggest anything that was breaking the law that is illegal? That's the bottom
Yes,
line.
he literally said that he like them young and cut, and they could drain him, and he know how to keep a secret.
But you
That
got to
was
be
from his
specific about the
Twitter
age. What is
account.
young? Well, but what is
But
young?
I'm,
What we don't know the
yeah,
age.
but
We don't know the age. We don't know the age that
I,
he's talking about.
you go talent. I'm not about to play with you.
I'm going by the law because what look, I hate it. I hate even
you
having
going
this
by the law too.
conversation. I hate even having this conversation. And the bottom line is we need that transcript. The transcript will say everything. And I don't know why people are
It
holding it
should be
back. And
posted. I think
and the bot
But
and the,
if hold on, but if
and
screenshots to hold on, if
hold on, JD.
screenshots to
Let me say
Rodney's
this.
Twitter
Yeah.
what didn't suffice for you, why would a
No,
transcript suffice for you? Because
no,
you saw everything that everybody was putting out here about Rodney, and you still saying come back.
exactly.
Stop it.
no. You're JD. Look, you're not even
Hold
making
on.
sense.
Hold on right
I
quick.
actually
Hold on,
heard.
hold on,
Hold,
hold on.
hold on. I
Toya.
heard what Pizarro said. I actually heard what Pizarro said. Plenty of people heard what she said.
And
We
you
don't
saw
know if
where Rodney put
we
all his
we
commitment. You
don't know.
saw where Rodney
He,
put over in his Twitter
Hold
account,
on right
he,
quick.
but
Hold
you're
on. I
trying to
want hold on.
excuse
I want
it.
to acknowledge something. Toya, the Carolina Sagittarius, thank you so much for the $3 super sticker, baby. I appreciate it. All right, go ahead.
but the bottom line is, I'm against anybody
We
saying
all heard what Rodney said when he went on all of his tours trying to
that he.
explain away that Twitter. We heard everything that he said. Period.
Okay, and so you're comparing that to someone saying to do something to an autistic minor's throat. You're
No,
comparing
no,
that.
no. What I'm saying is,
No,
how in the
she's
hell is
not.
you? What I'm saying is, how in the hell is you telling Rodney to come back when we heard him? He went on
Cause
a
he,
panel tour for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
what? When did y'all be clamoring for Pizarro to come back if she had left yesterday, like she threatened to do?
I wouldn't have left. I've been threatening to leave. I said I
You
wasn't getting
you
on
said
this
you gonna
platform
click any
when the bitches
platform.
are.
Yeah, you said yeah.
Yeah, I said I
But
wasn't clicking no. If you would have sat your stupid ass and listen, I said I ain't clicking these platforms with a bitch because I ain't trying to get up on these
but
platforms and go evil on the bitch. That's what the fuck I said in my
but the
life.
But the final thing is,
Idiot.
I'm not gonna say PDF Pizarro after today. The main reason I even said that was because those of you who keep history, the historians, 2 years ago, and nobody has brought this up. Pizarro, I got out of her body. I was interfering in the storyline. She called me a PDF, and people got upset because I didn't clown her. I didn't. People close to me said you need to do this, and you. I said, no, because what else? I figured it's a troll move. She's not going to hit me with typical stuff. So
I
she
called you
called
one
me that.
because you called me one.
Yeah,
So please
no,
stop.
I didn't. No, come on now.
You
So
did. You were
that,
over there at
uh,
Nest. You were
no,
over there at Nest calling me a PDF, bro, and begging
that
for
was
the Rodney to come
that's
back and
yesterday.
trying to
That's yesterday.
crucify. You tried to
No, that's
crucify
yesterday.
me
That's
for begging
yesterday.
for Rodney to come back.
What about two
Only let
years ago
Rodney
when you
come.
called me that? What about 2 years ago when you called
When?
me that? What do you
When?
mean
When did
when?
I ever
So
call
now
you
you don't
that?
remember that. So now you're saying you don't remember calling me
You
that.
gonna have to. You
Okay.
gonna have to pull it up.
Uh,
But even
Mm-mm.
with this, now let me move over to talent side. Because Talent can call you PDF Pizarro. You was just calling me a scammer. Meanwhile, I done gave you plenty of money.
So what? You gonna call me a scammer? What the fuck that got to do with the PDF
But
allegation?
you gave me $5.
How make it make
You
sense?
gave me $5.
That ain't even something you compare.
The point is, you put a scammer jacket on me. Now you mad that Talent put a PDF jacket on you?
No, I'm not mad about it. All I did was call him one back. I know you heard me call him one back and moved it along. That's it. That's all.
But look, you gotta keep it really a buck here, ladies. You gotta call it out across the board. Just because you're close to someone, they're your favorite, you look crazy when you don't tell, hey, Pizarro, what you said, I love you, but what you said was crazy. That is what should be happening. But all of this covering up, moving goalposts, y'all look weak and crazy.
This
That's
is
all
the
I gotta
weak ass
say.
But
nigga
talent,
that's begging for
Great luck.
Rodney to come back. Please
but
make it
talent.
make sense. Shut the
Are
fuck
are
up,
are
you
you
dumb ass
going
nigga.
to are you going to have that same attitude when you actually hear the clip that audio played about what
No.
Uppity said? Oh, he left. Okay.
Of course he did, because he fake as fuck. He ain't gonna do
Like,
that.
because what she said is no different. It's still disgusting. Either way it goes. 10 to 20, like, come on. Like, you can't be mad that people are saying stuff like that about your daughter when you are saying stuff like that about somebody else's daughter. Nobody should be saying that shit, period.
I
Ugh, okay.
agree.
Sick. Okay, so now Jay Dunn, you and Pizarro, y'all was having a conversation, I believe. Did y'all ever finish that?
Yeah, it was
Well,
just about the
this is my
the
thing. I just want to tell Pizarro, I don't have no hard feelings towards you at all. Mm-mm.
I didn't
But
say she did.
right, but at this particular
Hold
point,
on.
what I think, I
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, hold on. Uppity.
What did I say, RY? What did I say that was disgusting? That's why I came up here to talk to you.
Oh, y'all
Because you
have
said
a
I
good
said something
day.
equally disgusting. What did I say? Make it plain to you. You
Who
better leave,
asked?
bitch. What did I say? No, you said I
What
said something equally disgusting. What did I say?
you
That's what I want to
did.
know.
You did.
So say
Audio
what I
play
said. Say what I said. I want you to put your name
audio
on it. Say what I said.
audio audio played a clip. I believe it was at Lemons. You told audio that you hope Ken brings 10 to 20 different guys to meet up with his little sister.
That's
That
after.
was the
And
clip.
what did he say before I said that? That's why I told him go press charges because I got what he said about Nyla. Well, he's asking what he said about Nyla before that because at that when I said that, that was after what he said to me, and asked him why was he apologizing to me, and asked why he was just on Lori what you call it, link, trying to take up for me, and I told him I don't need your help because of the nasty great stuff he said about my child.
He
So
did
we're
that
talking
today.
about what poverty said. Hold on. He apologized to me and tried to have my back the other day. I turned him down. So if I said all of that, what you're saying that I said, without the context of what was said, then why was he trying to have my back just 2 days ago when I said all of this nasty stuff? Why did he apologize to me after I said all this nasty stuff? Because I never apologized to him and I never took a word back. He apologized to me and I told him to take his apology and stuff it up his ass. We're talking about poverty lying, saying I said that her kids suck thing under the bleachers. You have done so many lies. You are very male identified. So get your story right, especially when you be making up these fake charges, bitch.
Are you done? The only charge that needs to happen is a charge to your dental insurance to get that damn mouth fixed.
she was talking to Pizarro.
No, she wasn't. She was talking to me.
Okay.
Anywho, come back, Pizarro.
Well, RY, what I will
Yes,
say
ma'am.
is that I see a lot of the time people always take what somebody responded and said
Exactly. She
and
knows
then
she
try to
said it.
make that the be. No,
We
no,
don't need.
no, no.
Hold on, hold on. No, no. I'm talking to this person in the chat. Uppity knows she said it, and then she keeps talking about some
She said she
context.
did say it. What context is important?
Hold on. Who is this? You have 2 seconds. Who is this?
Folk knowledge.
There we go. Goodbye. Cause you're not
So
about to come up. You're not
RMR,
about to come up here and say F Nyla. Nyla ain't do nothing to you, sir. Nothing.
what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying is context is important. I don't know anything about this whole buckwheat and uppity. I don't know.
Mhm.
I really don't. But I do know that it's plenty of times that people get up on here and say, "Well, Jay Dunn said this and Jay Dunn said that," but they did. They never asked, "Well, what did you say to Jay Dunn?" They
They
never
probably
asked that.
talent.
Hello,
Okay, there
hello.
you go. Hello,
And
hello.
I had something in my throat earlier. I forgot
Oh
to
no, you're fine.
say something. And what that clown did that just came up here. See, this is a crazy sector because it's disgusting. It's some clown. It sounded like a guy, but it could be a female disguised in their voice,
Mhm.
saying something about a minor child is ridiculous. But look,
It could have
you
been
know,
Craig. We already know we got Craig lurking around.
Oh God.
oh boy, come on now. Look, I want to say this though,
Okay.
and I got to ask both of you, if if, and this is a big if someone comes to your place and burns your house down and commits arson,
Mhm.
you go to your home and see your house is burned down. Are you going to go to the person that burned your house down and burn their house down, or are you going to call the police and file a claim with your insurance? Which one?
Oh, I'm gonna file a claim and call the police.
Correct.
Uh,
Yeah.
JD? Okay. So your argument to justify, to kind of give Pizarro an out, and I'm speaking to all of you ladies, not just
Mhm.
the ladies on the platform, is what has happened previously. What was a precursor to what Pizarro said kind of justifies what she's saying. That's what you guys are doing because you're saying, well, what?
Hold on, hold
Let's
on.
find out
But
about the
hold on,
police.
talent. Or what we
Talent,
not about to do is
talent.
that talent because you sat up here
Yeah,
and
because
you
I
low
don't.
key
Well,
justified
no,
what
no, I
Rodney
don't
did.
justify.
No,
I
no,
don't
but
justify nothing that
Rodney
Cesaro
hasn't done
did.
anything
I
illegal.
don't
Rodney has,
justify a thing. How you know?
well, that goes for everybody. How do we know anybody here hasn't done anything
Right. So
illegal?
so then you
Touche.
need to stop saying that. So you need to stop saying that because you don't know.
How can you get on his neck if we don't know everybody else's background?
No, I saw his Twitter. That's all I needed to see. Give me
But
somebody else's Twitter and I'll go over there and look.
but then again, he didn't say anything that is against the law. And to me, it was disgusting, but it's not against the law.
But how do you know he was deleting everything left and right? Then he said it was all fake. How do you know?
Yeah, I agree. We really don't know anything. That's why I'm saying, come on back.
Correct. So all
Come on back.
no no no. Well, I would prefer for him to be where he at because you don't know. You
Well,
don't
we don't
know.
allow. Well, so let's start applying that across the board to everybody we don't know about. Can we get Sparkles out of here?
Well, I mean, you got to give me whatever because Sparkles do knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone and all this. I don't care about that.
Well,
I
wait,
want
no.
my
There's
rights.
paperwork. There's paperwork that was out there, confirmed paperwork on him. Now we're going on tweets that even legally those tweets
And
aren't against the
I
law.
mean, if you want to crusade for Sparkles, then just do that. But
No, no,
please
no,
don't say
no.
Rodney, come
I,
back.
no, I'm saying
Don't do
let's get them
that
all.
because you don't
Let's get them.
know.
Can we say let's get them all out of here? Yeah, can I get you all to say, hey, can we get them all out of here that talk about kids?
Absolutely, absolutely not
Listen,
talk about kids. No,
I'm
I'm
not
talking
opposed to
about
that.
wait.
There you go.
I'm talking about the ones that solicit the kids. Because if we gonna get everybody out that talk about kids, then everybody needs to
Oh,
go. Because
oh,
my dad, hold on, because my
yeah.
dad is still alive. I'm still his child, and y'all talk about me daily.
And you know what,
What
Jay
the
Dunn,
fuck is we talking
and
about?
that has been my point too. We are all somebody's child or children.
Well,
Only difference is we decided to come on YouTube, not them.
yeah,
Correct. They
did you
they
talk
talk
about
about my daddy and all this kind of
Mr.
stuff. My
Williams.
daddy is still alive and
Yes, yes.
well.
All righty.
hey,
What's
RNY,
up, talent?
did you talk about the return of I think he's going by Yuzi now. He's trying to rebrand
Yes,
himself.
I saw
Yuzi.
that. He said, "Oh, I got kids. I got a car. I'm gaining all my stuff back that I lost 6 months ago." I said, "Oh,
You
well, look
can't
at
keep a
here."
good man down. No,
Right.
you can't,
I
can't keep a
said,
good predator down, boy.
I saw that
First of all,
yesterday.
Is he out on
Hmm.
bail? What is that
I
situation?
don't
Stop,
know.
stop worrying about him and
Uh,
worry about Rodney.
Oh,
talent,
What?
talent,
Yeah,
uh
talent,
oh.
yes, Mr.
The
Well,
man's
Carruthers, can
talking.
you speak first?
talent,
Can you say hello?
talent,
Can you say hello?
talent. I'm getting
Can
ready
you
to
say
say
hello?
hello. I'm getting
Hey,
ready to say
hey,
Okay.
hello. If
William.
you
Hey,
quit, if you
William.
quit gossiping, hi, hey, Jay Dunn, thank you for coming in here. Talent, talent, talent,
Yeah.
talent.
Yes,
What's
sir.
wrong with
Yes,
you?
sir.
What is wrong with you?
So, what's your opinion on all of this?
My opinion is you acting a damn jackass.
Oh,
No, what's your opinion on what Pizarro said? Like, let's
Look,
see how.
my
What's
opinion
your opinion?
about you calling a woman a PDF to protect another PDF is absurd.
So you agree that you said protect another PDF. So you're calling them
No,
both PDFs.
I'm
So
talking about
there we
your
go.
boy. I'm
That's
talking
what you
about your
said.
boy that you want to come back to YouTube. That's who I'm
No,
talking about.
wait. Did you hear what Pizarro said?
I'm
Do you do
talking
you?
about you wanting your
Do,
boy that's been
let's see.
proven to be talking
Did you
to younger men on here as a grown ass man to come on back to YouTube.
work?
Now you're the one that
Was
like
it?
the glory holes. You're the one that like to sit
Mhm,
around and try to talk about
mhm.
people. You need to stay out of women's business too. That's another
Yeah.
goddamn thing. Why don't you go
Aren't
over
you the
there with
same
the
one
young
that
men that are talking about
didn't you
you
threaten
and doing
JD?
things
Didn't
for
you
you?
threaten
Huh?
JD? Didn't you threaten to drive the fly babe and slap her? That's what you did,
Let me
clown.
tell you something. Let me tell
That's
you
what you
something
did,
about that
clown.
old ass shit.
Goodbye,
That's what
you
you
old
do. That's
clown.
what you
I'm out of
live
here,
on.
buddy.
No,
You
no.
live on old shit.
No,
You live on
William,
old shit.
William, I got it. Don't worry, William.
Well, this
Yes,
is
he
man on
threatened
man,
me.
Jay. Now,
He
I
threatened me,
hate it
God.
when a
Hold on. No,
so-called
no, no,
man.
no, no. Because he brought me up. He ain't gonna use me as the victim.
Yep.
No, me and William was both arguing, and that was like 5 years ago.
Goddamn right. You always want to bring up old
I think
shit.
William is a nice man. I done got to know him. With him supporting my channel, I go support his channel. So no, that ain't gonna work either.
You're the type of man that likes to divide and conquer because you don't have a goddamn thing going for yourself. So you're not going to divide and conquer me. I see you for what you are and whom you are.
damn. I ain't know you and Tyler had any fever. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I didn't even know that.
Well, he has fever, but he always wants to bring up old ass shit. Let's talk about something new. The shit that he's trying to do now to convince people to be in love with people that assault kids and all that shit, or want to talk about assaulting kids. No, that's not right. As a man, no, that makes me wonder about him myself.
Thank you, Shorty Bees. Appreciate it, baby. She
Yeah,
said, "Get
glad
him,
you
J Dunn.
dropped.
Talent is a joke."
Yeah,
Oh,
glad you
Right, and
dropped.
that's one thing
You know
because
I was right
I
about
like
the
I
shit.
do I like talent, but I'm gonna hold his feet to the fire just like I do anybody else. And yes, me and William, we had a whole fussing and fighting match in like 2020,
Yeah,
2021.
that's
But we
that's
both grew up.
that's like my music. Like back in the day, that's some old shit. A lot of people want to hear it. A lot of people don't want to hear it. But the ones that do want to hear it, they're the ones that's always miserable. They want to keep up bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So, far as talent is concerned, he needs to be over there fighting with the men talking about his ass. The ones that have him out there acting a damn clown. Leave the women alone, talent. And you were wrong for calling Pizarro that. You know damn well you were wrong.
yeah. I ain't too much like that. He ain't had to call her no PDF Pizarro. Like, really?
No, no. But yet he's supposed to be this outstanding fucking citizen. Like I said,
Well, but Pizarro called me a scammer, and I done gave that bitch thousands.
well,
So
see,
please.
I'm not in y'all's ladies' commentary. I'm just
But
with
out of
talent.
the
I'm with
thousands,
you on
J Dunn, how
talent.
much did you call in dispute?
I'm not in the ladies'
That
Oh,
was
eight
best.
conversation.
hundred and fifty,
Don't
eight
cut.
hundred and fifty,
I wasn't
850. I
expecting for
got
you to
back.
answer.
Oh, 800.
Jesus
Well, I'm
Christ.
gonna tell the truth. 850. I got back.
So technically, you only gave her what, 200 something?
No, she still got to keep the money, and I just got my money back.
Oh
But
God.
again, she could never call me a scammer when she be on here talking about a hurricane came. She got an emergency. She got a flat tire. All this bullshit.
Well, somebody
No,
said
we ain't gonna do
equating
all that.
Pizarro's situation to Rodney's is a complete false equivalence. I agree.
Yes.
Two
Well,
totally
well,
different things.
all I'm saying is Cesaro is upset because a false jacket was put on her, and a false jacket was put on me.
Hey,
Period.
Sheena. Yeah,
Nobody can tell me to
I got the
don't label
asshole
me.
now.
Don't label me a
All right,
scammer.
mhm.
continue your show. And if that
Yes,
jackass
sir.
comes back up there again to try to talk shit to me, don't worry, I got him covered. Thank you.
Thank you for coming, Mr. William. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So, Jay Dunn, I listened to, I think it was your live this morning.
Hmm.
Okay. Now,
Was
I
me and
got
uppity?
questions. Yes. I
Okay.
got questions, me personally.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, from what I saw last night, or from what I heard, because I was bouncing back and forth,
Hmm.
the way it came off was Ness said, I heard Ness say, I told Intrinsic to go buy a membership. And she went on mute and she listened to something. I'm thinking that Intrinsic went and got a membership, screen recorded, whatever the case may be, and sent it to Ness, and that's what she was listening to. But then it came out that it was a voice note. What exactly happened? How did h- that whole thing blew me? So did you send her a voice note and told her that you were going to strike her, or Demon Soul was going to strike
So,
her?
so first and foremost, I don't communicate with men.
Okay,
I
hold
left her
on.
in my 37th year.
That Jada, you tickle me. Talent.
Hey, I'm coming
Hey,
down with
hey.
the cold. Sorry about
Well,
that.
I hope you feel
Hello,
better.
too.
What
Thank you.
what
Thank you.
can I do my interview right now, talent? Please.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry. So, hold on. Can I just say this? Can I say one thing to
No,
Carruthers?
because I want to do my interview.
No, this will take 1 minute. Can I say it, JD, please?
Go ahead.
J-
You get on my nerves. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to say this.
okay.
Carruthers, you have fought with multiple women. You did it this year. I don't care if it was 5 years ago. You threatened to beat up Phi Babe and argued with JD. I don't care. And Brooke, I don't care. You were 70 then. You understand? So I got like 30 seconds. So I want to say this, Carruthers, and this is from the bottom
Hold
of my
on.
heart.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Mr. Carruthers.
Carruthers,
All right,
Carruthers.
motherfucker, go
What?
ahead and tell another lie.
What?
Go
Yeah,
ahead and
yeah,
tell another lie.
Carruthers.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead
J
and
Dunn.
Tell
tell
I'll
them.
be
another
right with you,
lie.
baby.
Go ahead and tell another lie.
Tell them about how you did a lousy job as a parent and your daughter was involved in that bank robbery.
Oh,
Uh.
motherfucker, you want to
So,
go there?
oh,
You want to go there? Talent,
no.
talent. Let me tell you something, motherfucker.
Hold on. We got
I
somebody
can
else.
get
Hold
you.
on.
I can get you right now. But you know what I'm gonna do?
Hold on. Oop,
I'm gonna get you right now. But you know what I'm gonna do, don't you?
uppity.
Yeah, sorry for my last outburst because I am still upset with you, but I could have labeled it better. Now, Mr. Williams,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold
poverty
on.
deserves.
Hold on,
Hold
uppity.
on, no,
Let's
no, RNY. Can
I'm
I
not
just say
getting
this
that
to
pressure up here. Don't
Mr.
worry
Williams real
about it.
quick because he's
Don't worry
saying
about it.
and
But you
you're
know what I'm
saying that
gonna do,
poverty
talent?
doesn't deserve that. She does. This is her second minor under 10 years old that she was raped by multiple men on. It don't get no better than that. What Rodney said about a 17-year-old wasn't okay. And the only person that was at a higher offense was poverty. This is her second offense. The first time she said she didn't say it, Jay Dunn pulled out the clips. And I know she want to go over that. You don't know what that weird old nigga said to me. Just 2 days ago, he wanted to fight on my behalf. How mad was he about what I said about his sister? He said he was going to the cops. And I gave him the link. I said, in case they strike it, here go the URL. And I tagged him. And he was blocked ever since. This nigga been trying to talk to me. 2 days ago on Lolo platform, he said, I want to defend you against Brooke. You think I would ever defend anybody that says something crazy about my family members? No, he said something very nasty about Nyla. And when I went back at him at the same energy, he wanted to apologize. I've never apologized to him. He's not going to make his sister a storyline like Queen Tracy told him. Your sister is not the beat sector. Nyla is. They constantly attacking Nyla. So how dare y'all? And Mr. Carter, I'm ashamed of you. What she did was poverty behavior. How are you going to say you want several men to go inside of a 7-year-old mouth? What tweet was Rodney
Uppity,
saying that?
uppity,
Y'all need to hold on. I
uppity. Wait,
understand you
wait a
guys
minute
the
now.
only
You
person
wait a minute
about.
now.
No,
Hold
let
on.
me finish.
Hold
You
on.
can't
Hold
respond to when
on,
I didn't
uppity.
finish. I'm about to lay my plane.
Uppity.
I'm about to lay my
Uppity. Hold
plane.
on. Just hold on for a minute.
Hold on, Mr. Williams. I'm
I
about to lay my
heard you when
plane, so
you
you can
talked to
understand what
him
I'm. You can
yesterday that
understand my
evening. I
frustration.
did
I
not
want you to
hear you
understand my
talk yesterday.
frustration.
I didn't hear
Talent
you.
was right, and
I
I
was
appreciate
talking
for
to
Talent for
talent.
doing what's
Okay.
right. Y'all act like
Uppity. I'm
anybody that
talking to
likes me,
talent.
y'all it
I'm talking
automatically
to
against
talent.
what's possible. What is right about
Uppity.
a
Uppity.
grown ass woman that's supposedly a mother saying this is the second time, and I
What
only
is
care about
right
my
about
child. Let's be
any
clear.
grown ass
She
person
said
talking
she
about
wanted several
children?
men to
And
go in
that
my daughter's
includes you
mouth.
here.
She claimed
What is
teachers
right
in her
about
school
any
was going in
person
my daughter's
talking
mouth.
about
And she's
children?
going to suffer the legal consequences for that.
Oh,
If
no,
y'all
it's
think
all right.
Ronnie did something
Okay,
so
that's
bad,
fine.
put
That's fine.
paperwork on him like I
I
put
like
paperwork
you.
on that
I
hoe.
do.
You
I do.
cannot sit
Go
here
ahead.
because you
Go
don't
ahead.
like talent and make it seem like he said
I'm
something
not mad.
wrong.
I'm not mad yet.
Talent is being a
I
grown
want
ass
I
man, and
want
you're
talent
not
because uppity
because
is
you're
talent.
hate for talent.
That's
Poverty
all.
didn't say nothing right. I didn't appreciate her, the host, Jay Dunn,
Hmm.
and all this. And I don't want nobody to fight for Nyla. I'm going to fight for Nyla. And I appreciate for talent calling for what it is. I'm not on the internet looking for y'all thing. I'm putting paperwork
Oh
in.
Lord.
Everybody talks
Okay.
about the police. I put the lawyers on that hoe. And
Hmm.
anybody that said feels I said anything about their children or
Oh,
siblings who are underage, I invite them to do the same thing. I even gave that nigga the link. Cause I know I ain't never said nothing wrong. He said something to me, I responded back. Like I said, he apologized to me months ago. And then just 2 days ago, he was trying to fight on my behalf, and I told that nigga, get the fuck out my face. Fuck his apology. Like I told him when he apologized. So now he want to pivot. That's why you know he don't care because he had all that concern about his sister. Why he wanted to have my back against Brooke? I don't need your help against Brooke and Malik. They clowns. You need allies. I don't. So I don't give a fuck what he played. Tell him to play the whole thing. Tell him because he said he was going to call the 12 on me. It's on my community wall. Just scroll back to the time when it was happening. YouTube ain't do shit with my video that I made about. I said what I said, and the video was up. I never
Okay.
denied what I said. And I said, I don't have a problem with Ken and anything he said about you. I've never said anything specifically about his son. And you said that. I said I support Ken. But what he said about my daughter was out his own mouth, out his own intention. You don't know what I support about what Ken said. But what he said about my daughter, that came from his thought process. I could have been agreeing with anything Ken said. Ken has said a lot of things to this man. I didn't say nothing. I reposted a Cameron song and said I agree with Ken. That's it.
Okay. All
So
right.
all that other shit, that's it. But he apologized to me and he wanted to fight on my behalf. So how much does he love his sister? That was 2 days ago.
Not.
Not
Okay.
even. I told him to get the fuck away from me. So you don't got love for your sister. When it comes to Nala, it's all attorneys. I don't have to plead my case to nobody. But what I don't like is narratives being spun. I never said nothing sexual about that bitch kid. And that's what's going on. Y'all never gave a fuck about him when he said that shit about his sister in the past. So we're not gonna bring that up to the present. We're gonna focus on what we need to focus on. She said she wants several men to go up in Nala's mouth. And she said the
All right.
teachers in her school
Okay.
was doing it.
Uh, okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So what did I say that has anything to do with that, RY? You're supposed to be a whole woman and mature.
Who?
Why would you even
Okay.
agree that I did anything in that capacity? It never happened.
Sour Patch. Hold on, Sour Patch. Don't come up here being a firecracker. Hold on, Sour Patch. Hold on.
Hello, can you hear me?
yes,
Yes. Hold
I'm
on.
listening.
Don't. All right. So
RY,
uppity.
I'm gonna mute for your response. That bitch can't say shit to me. Go ahead.
Hold on. Come on now, uppity. What you said
RY,
is
I
what.
just told you
Hold
I'm gonna
on.
go on mute
Hold
for your
on.
response. That's what I
Okay.
said. I don't know if we got a
Okay.
delay. I'm sorry. Go
I think
ahead.
so. No, you good. So at the end of the day, uppity, you said it. It's on clips. Audio played it. It's disgusting. I don't care if you said it yesterday, 5 minutes ago, 5 years ago, or 30 years ago. It was said. It was disgusting. So nobody's moving a goalpost. Nobody's doing anything. What he said, they said, or she said about your child, it's equally as disgusting. So you're
So
talking about.
don't
Hold
get
on. Hold on. Whoa. 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 Hold
okay,
on.
I'm
Hold on.
sorry.
Let
I'm
me
sorry.
finish.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So for you to sit up here and say something about how many people enter a child's mouth or whatever, that it's equal to what you said about Audio's sister. Like we
No, it's
all are,
not.
hold on, we all are grown. We all are grown. Why are we bringing children into a grown up space? Why? And then
Now,
furthermore,
can I respond to you, please?
why are
Okay.
we sexualizing children in a grown-up
Thank
space?
you.
That's the
Right.
disgusting part. And uppity, that applies to you too, based off that clip that he played.
I never sexualized her. I want to hear the clip because I know I didn't say anything sexualized about a child, so that's a reach for you. If
All
whatever
right,
he
sir.
played is never nothing about uppity, what I said was I agree with whatever Ken said, and I acknowledge that. So Ken said a lot of things to this man. I never sat there and pinpointed. I agree, da 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 this, and you did not say that. You said I said well, King said I support Ken, and I've been telling this nigga that.
Hey,
This nigga
ODS.
wanted me to fight his battles, and I said no. So I said,
Okay, so
I agree with
uppity.
you. You don't know what. Hold on. I agree. Kids should not be sexualized, RNY. And what I asked you was, when did I do that? I don't give a fuck what clip he played. And when he played it, after he played that clip in real time, he came apologizing to me because people hit the link immediately. He had been going on consistently, lemon panel, disrespecting my child, and lemon pretending like he didn't hear shit. And my that was my response to him. And he said he was going to call the authorities, and he never did. So, like I
Okay.
said, I didn't say anything about his sister. So when you're going to sit here and put this narrative, put the context into it. You don't know what he said. You're one aware of that because when you told the story, you didn't say, "Uppity, this was your response was wrong." No, you made it seem like it came out of thin air. He's been going around trying to get this narrative spent for the longest, just like Brooke and Malik. Nobody cares because everybody know how long they was consistently attacking my child because they don't like me. And when they like a me didn't matter, then that's when he went to Nyla. He apologized to me. You're skipping over that part. If what I said was so disrespectful, why the fuck is you apologizing to me? And why the fuck is 2 days ago? So she want to bring up this clip again now. This happened a while ago. He's bringing it up. But then he pulled up the apology. He said, after I said that, if I was doing something wrong, don't fucking, I would never
Okay.
apologize to
So
him.
let's do
And
this
he
then.
went, hold on. And he wanted to defend me. Just the
Okay.
other day, he was begging to be on my team. So do your systematic that day, and now she don't like make it make sense. I have consistently told this weird ass nigga to stay the fuck away from me. So that's my point and only point of contention. I am very consistent when it comes to my daughter. If he loves his sister, he needs to stay consistent and stop apologizing to uppity and stop trying to defend me because I said something so disrespectful about his sister. Stand on business like I did about Nyla. And like I said, the point of the discussion today is that this is the second child, and I only care about mine. If other mothers want to allow her to say that, that's their business. I don't judge nobody. But what I do judge is people what they say about me. She lied and said I said something sexual. That was the point. Y'all want to bring up this and this and that, not knowing these people said way more than me, and I got him on record. I'm waiting for him to file any type of charges, and I'll handle him legally as well. But he only want to come get sympathy from y'all. I don't give a fuck about y'all sympathy. I need you guys to know when you cross the boundaries with Nyla, I'm going to handle you legally. If you feel like I crossed the boundaries with you and your children, do the same thing. My receipts is on the wall. The charges was filed this morning. Demas O don't have to put the video or private. They're going to get the shit from you, the URL that my people sent me. So only thing I want to tell you is while you want to compare what's not even happening today, you may not care, but you need to care that after I said that, he apologized. That's
Okay.
what you
So
need to care about. Two
let's
days
put a
ago,
pin in.
he
Hold
wanted
on.
to
Let's
be
put
my
a pin.
friend.
Hold on. Let's put a pin in this because you keep saying context, and I feel like over here when people say, "Oh, what's the context?" That is trying to find an excuse for saying the nasty stuff that was said. Now you're talking about receipts. So let's talk receipts. Uppity. The way Talent tried to take me to task, I want to take you to task as well. You talked about
Please
receipts.
do. Go
Hold on.
ahead. Please
Hold
do.
on. I want to take you to task since you mentioned receipts. I want you to go to audios and I want you to listen to the clip that he played of what came out of your mouth. That's it. That's all. Now, I do want to move this
RY,
conversation
I
along.
never denied nothing. Hold on, RY. I never denied nothing except saying anything sexual about his sister because I didn't. So there's no clip that he ever could have played of that. And at the end of the day, the post was about what he said about my daughter. Of course, he's not going to clip what he said. He said he was going to the cops. I told him to go. Just like I gave Tyler my first and last name, I gave him that shit, and I gave him the URL of the video. I tagged him. He ain't do shit with that information except apologize to me. Because he already know what I got said. It. I'm not up here to appease you hoes. I don't care with anybody like what I say. When it comes to
Now,
my children and district, hold on. You asked me to go look. I don't need to go look.
Oh
I
my
know what he said in his
God.
mouth.
hold on,
I
Are
know
you
I
almost done?
reacted. I
Okay.
oh
Sour
my God,
Patch.
RY,
Sour
you
All
Patch.
asked
right.
me
Sour
to message up
Patch.
panel.
Sour
I'm talking
Patch.
to RY. I'm talking to RY. So anyway, RY, I need you to understand. I didn't deny nothing except saying anything sexually about somebody's child. Because that never happened. That's the only thing I'm denying. And what I told you was you need to hear because I'm not going to y'all because Nala needs y'all protection. Nala got a whole protection team in real life with real jobs and real labels who got real seniorities in their positions. I don't need to come to crying y'all about shit said about Nyla. I don't need to. The only reason why these people even know about it because of the mass fake ACS codes.
So let me
Now
ask you
Nyla
this,
got
Uppity.
shit set up without my
Hold
permission.
on.
They
You
set it
said
up.
charges. Hold on. You said charges. What charges?
What charges? What are you talking about?
You said you wouldn't file charges.
No, I didn't say I said I filed a complaint and it's on my wall. The lawyers, like I told you, I don't have to do shit. Nala has an attorney, a paid attorney. This is not legal aid. This ain't none of that shit. Like I told everybody, I don't gotta argue with none of you hoes. I could download the video. Like I told him to. What I said was he said he was gonna file charges. When I said
Okay.
charges, he said that. And that's in my receipt book. He's leaving that part out. He said he was going to file charges on me. That's why I was telling you the same thing. You have said you was going to file charges on people, nothing came of it. He said he was going to file charges on me, and after he said he was going to file charges on me, I tagged him in a camera on video. In my video, I dare him to get the video taken down. My video was never struck by YouTube. I was
Okay.
never contacted by any police force. And only thing that happened after that was he came and apologized to me. And
Oh,
I
he
told him,
was in
fuck
the
his
back chat.
apology. Now,
He was in the
Yeah,
back
I'm
recently,
looking
no,
at
chat.
it.
hold on, we're having a discussion that has
We
nothing to do
heard
with
that
you.
already.
So
Hold on,
He
in
because
my rap,
because
apologized.
I
I'm
do.
talking
Hold on,
about like,
Sour Patch, baby.
I'm
Hold on,
talking
you
this
a
weird thing.
firecracker. Hold on,
Leave me
Sour Patch,
alone.
you a firecracker. Now I do want to move this on because now I feel like
No,
at
but
this point
RY, no, we
you're
gotta answer the
repeating what you
question
said.
because you
Okay,
asked me
go ahead.
about charges. He said he was gonna file charges, and we got receipts of this. I tagged him. He shared it on his platform. He said he
Mhm.
was going to 12 about me. This
Okay.
gangster that said he was coming to New York to do wild stuff to me and my daughter. And then when I responded the way I responded, because he at that time he was claiming he was on his way to New York last summer. He never made it here. So when anybody threatened me and said they're gonna come to my city, I'm gonna amp them the fuck up. Yes, I did. But I said nothing sexually explicit. And that's why I gave him
Okay.
my first and last name, like I did ghetto. I gave him my live URL in case it got flagged down, but it didn't. The live is still sitting here.
Okay.
And the only
So
result was that he apologized to me and he tried to be
okay.
my friend 2 years ago.
All right.
And I
All right.
said, no, I'm
So
gonna get down. I don't want to talk to
so
this
if we
hoe.
can
She
wrap,
came
hold
up
on.
here
So
to talk to me.
we gonna go ahead and
Good
wrap this
night,
on up.
ho.
Sour Patch. We gonna go ahead and wrap this section up. See, because you keep saying you didn't say anything inappropriate about a child when you did.
I
So
didn't
if
say
you look, hold
anything
on,
sexual
Yep.
about the child. That's what I said.
uppity, baby,
He
you
said
gotta
anything
let me
inappropriate.
finish.
I said I
You,
didn't do anything of sexual nature.
hey, this
I
over
never
here,
said anything about
this
sexual nature. That's what I
uppity.
said.
This is my house, okay? This is
Okay,
my
but you
house.
ain't gonna lie on me in
Hold
your
on.
house.
Hold
Say
on.
anything
This is my house.
sexual.
And if you look in the back chat, somebody even dropped the link to the video. So I implore you and I admonish you to go listen to it and hear yourself and listen to what you're saying. And then once you
And I
do that,
repeat
then
what
we
I
can
said.
revisit
He
this
couldn't do nothing
conversation.
about it. I'm telling you, I said what I said. He ain't gonna do nothing about it but apologize like he did. I
Okay.
didn't say nothing sexual
So
about the
you
child.
said
I
so
never
you
said I
said
didn't say
what you
anything
said.
appropriate. I never said RY.
Okay.
I never said you cannot argue a point I didn't make. I never said I didn't say anything inappropriate. I did say it, and I said it again on my live, and my live is still up. I don't give a fuck about him or his fat sister. Period.
Oh, shut
That's
the
it.
fuck up.
Oh,
Stop
Sour
talking
Patch.
about it. Go.
Sour Patch. Sour Patch.
My bad.
See, because what we're not going to do is you're not going to sit up here in my face, Mr. Carruthers' face, Sour Patch's face, and all of the other 299 faces in here, whether they are faceless trolls or not, and say you did not say what the fuck we all heard you say. So you can't say, well, what was the context? Because if you're asking for context, baby, you're trying to find an excuse and you're trying to find a reason to justify what you said. It was sick. It was disgusting. Nobody should ever say that shit about a child, whether it's on motherfucking Twitter, whether you said it on somebody's link. It's nasty. And if anybody don't like the fuck that I said that shit is nasty, fuck you. This shit is becoming too fucking much. Y'all are some nasty ass individuals to even sit and have those thoughts about a child. And you need to be evaluated. You need to sit your ass in a padded room with a coat that makes you hug yourself for 23 hours out of a day. You need to be highly medicated. Because for you to even form those thoughts and then to say them or type them, there's some arrested development going on. If you think that shit is cute, funny, or anything else other than disgusting, nasty bastards. Hold on. Who was this? Goodbye. You ain't talking fast enough for me. Lady Sparkles. Lady Sparkles. You ain't talking fast enough for me either. All right. Oh, child, y'all that thing done. Oh, that thing just got under my skin real bad, y'all. I am so sorry. Please
It's
forgive
okay, RY. Hey, it
me.
happens, and you have every right to
It's
speak
okay,
how you
dear.
feel.
It's okay.
You have every right. I mean,
The
it's
simple
your
fact
shit.
that anybody can sit here and Sour Patch, do y'all not see the mental instabilities?
Mm-hmm.
If
And
we
I've been saying it.
all sat here and heard her say this over
I've
at
been saying
audios,
it.
how the fuck can you sit up here and say, I didn't say that? What? So everybody heard the same thing? And everybody made up the same lie? What? Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Sour Patch, Mr. Carruthers, y'all talk because
But,
that thing just really, oh, that thing just really
no,
bothered
I
me.
just
I'm so sorry.
No,
everybody sitting
you're
on
right.
lose your
I
cool.
mean, it's and for one person to say that they didn't actualize, a little one is something. First of all, not taking accountability for yesterday at all because she did also mention a little one, and then today she refuses to take accountability for you even admit that she said anything degrading and inciting rape on a child. So
Hold on, Rex.
Oh
Yep.
no.
All
Oh
right, Rex,
no.
come up here and go
But,
because
but,
hold on,
but
because Sour Patch about to finish, and I about to bring up Lady Sparkles.
Hey,
Hold on, Lady
honey.
hey,
Sparkles.
Rexy.
Hey,
All right,
honey. Hey,
Hey,
Rex and
y'all.
Lady
Sparkle.
Sparkles. Rex and Lady Sparkles. Hold on, I'm not in the mood for this today. I need both of y'all to go on mute so Sour Patch can finish what she's saying, please. All right, go ahead, Sour
Okay, thank
Patch.
you, Boo. Hey everybody. Hey my Sparkles. Hey Rex. Hey Mr. William. Okay, so why I just want to clarify something that I
Yes.
heard, and it's
Okay.
very much wrong information, and I don't
Okay.
want anything to happen to your
Did I
video.
say it?
No, no.
Okay.
Talentless came up here and stated that there was paperwork on Sparkles. Now there has never been paperwork put out on Sparkles. He's defaming Sparkles and lying. And that's not true. And he needs to watch what he says, especially when he's trying to accuse somebody of something that they didn't do. So Talentless needs to stop spreading these lies and stop defaming Sparkles because he just said that there was paperwork on that. So I just wanted to clarify that for your video that and this is all for entertainment purposes, but
Thank
that
you,
is not
Sal. Patch.
true
Hold on, I'm
and that
sorry. Let
never
me explain
happened.
this shit to all you
So,
motherfuckers up here.
okay.
Cause see, Uppity
That's
came
really
up
what
here
I
playing.
can wait, hold
Hold
on.
on,
So
playing. Hold on, Sal. Patch.
hold on,
Playing
Sparkle.
victim.
Let me just finish real quick. Let me just
Okay,
finish.
go ahead. Cause
Okay,
this is
thank you, Boo.
bullshit.
So another thing I did want to say is that the video, she did go for Pizarro's kids first, and Pizarro said what she said. Pizarro took accountability. Pizarro did not like what she said. She felt like shit, and she was accepting ownership of it. And she didn't. That's why she don't even want to be on a panel with her because she knows that she was wrong. The difference between her is that Uppity just doesn't care. She thinks she never does anything wrong. She doesn't take accountability. And I stand with Pizarro with this because she brought up the kids first, just like she brings up my family first. And then when I go for hers, then it's no, you're wrong. No, if you don't keep it on them and you keep it on somebody else, then of course you're gonna get um then other people are going to get drug in because she always goes low first. She's always going to try to trigger you, just like she tries to trigger me to drag her daughter, so that way, people will turn on me, and I'm not falling for that trick bag. She's not worth me getting out of my character and do something that I don't need to do. I don't need to drag kids to get my point across. But she always tries to comfort mine and my family, saying that she wishes they would drown when they're crossing the Rio Grande and stuff, which inciting death on mine. But you know
That
what?
is true.
That's fine. And you know what? I got her. I don't need to go for a child, but I will drag the shit out of her motherhood, because that's her excuse, right? When she talks about Pizarro, her excuse is, "Oh, I'm dragging her motherhood." Okay, then we can drag motherhoods, right? It's okay. So when I drag your motherhood, don't say I'm dragging your child, because I'm not. I don't talk about that little girl. I talk about how she is as a parent. Nonetheless, I wanted to say that, and yes, audio did on his wall. There is the video where she's saying she hopes a 12-year-old will get raped by many.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
by that. Okay, so I also shared it on my wall. So if we're gonna call someone a PDF, okay, you can't throw that PDF rock too far, because you're holding it right in your hand before you throw it. Okay, so that's not gonna work with trying to get Pizarro with this label and this jacket. And then she put a jacket on Ghetto to say that does he inappropriately touches
Yeah,
his, okay,
I
so
heard that too,
that's
and that
another
was sick.
jacket, and that is also
Yeah.
another defame right there, because he does have a company and he does have a name for himself, and he that's also defaming. But she's real quick to do that and say that he does that kind of sick shit. Anyways, that's what I came to say about that, and to clarify on the Sparkles thing. So I'm gonna go ahead
And
and
thank you. And let me
Right.
say this real
yes.
quick, Brian, while for all you
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers out there, half of you bastards don't come on camera because half of y'all are fucking criminals. Half of y'all selling from state to motherfucking state. Okay? Because I'm very well acquainted with my police department and sergeant. And don't think
See?
the FBI ain't tracking this whole motherfucking shit. They've been tracking people since Facebook and
Mm.
MySpace. Okay? So
Oh,
let's
not
get
not my
into it.
space with Tom
Yes,
and your
and it's
top
coming
five
back.
friends.
Little do they know. That's how they
Mm.
get a lot of the shit that they get, dummy. You incriminate yourself just like KPD stupid ass. But it
Oh,
is
honey,
what
I've
it
been
is.
trying to keep up with that, and I'm
Oh,
gonna go
girl,
watch
please.
that once
I'm,
I
I'm
end this.
covering it because I'm covering something that's relevant that I was a part of. And please don't call me for jury duty because I'm not coming into that bullshit.
Shut
Because
up,
it's a lot of
Sparkles.
manipulation. It's a lot of lies going on. But a lot of people, and including some of you YouTubers, you might get under. Let me be quiet.
Yeah,
Anyway, because I know some inside shit. So anyway, like I said, ain't nothing. And let me tell your motherfucking
Uh-oh.
cripple cracked ass something, you
I'm
Chicago
gonna let you
fucking
talk in a
dead ass
second, Rex.
reject. Yeah, because I'll be out in a minute. Let me tell you something, you fucking freak. Until you come out them dead speakeasies and stop being drunk and fucking thinking you spending money on Ness, Lemon, Roe, and Crane Roman and all these motherfuckers trying to act like you something you're not. Bitch, get in that closet and shut the fuck up. That's what you do until your $250 scamming ass while you talk about Pizarro, bitch, can come on camera. Shut the fuck up. A lot of you motherfuckers, until you can come on camera and be confident like the devil made some of you motherfuckers, don't tell me a fuck thing. Ain't nothing about no child that I
Hey, Demon
motherfucking want.
Soul.
Wrap it up.
Period.
Wrap it up.
Shut up, Rex.
Now, let me hop in here
Okay.
right quick too, because I kept seeing people say, "Ain't nobody holding Pizarro accountable." Actually, they were last night. They were. So y'all gotta cut this out. Just because she may not be your favorite doesn't mean nobody's holding her accountable. Are y'all okay?
It's selective outrage. That's what it is. It's
Because
selective
because the
outrage.
same
If it
because
ain't
the
your
same way
fave,
these
then
people
it's a
want to hold
problem.
Pizarro accountable, the same way these people
Mm-hmm.
want to hold Pizarro accountable for what she said last night, are some of the same people that's excusing Rodney.
Oh,
I know you fucking lying.
oh. Well, I heard them Twitter. I don't know how true it is. I heard them tweets was made up, so I don't know. I will say this, like I told Rodney to his fucking face, that shit, even though it is the law in some of these states, which they need to change, that shit is that's touchy. Like I said, I do 35 and older. Okay? And tell the next time you say some shit, you might get some fucking paperwork so we can uncover your ugly ass. You Chicago fucking reject. Now keep playing with me, bitch. Because I don't eat caviar. Okay? That shit is disgusting. You don't even know what the fuck it is, you dummy. Now
Yeah,
play with me,
caviar is
bitch.
nasty. I tried it
Cause
once
I
before.
exactly,
Absolutely
cause
not.
I
Never
play with
again.
real fucking lawyers in real life. Don't play with me, bitch. Cause we can go either way, talent. Less. You wanna
All
fuck me,
right.
that's your
No,
problem.
Oh,
Next.
all right.
Later, y'all.
no,
Lady Sparkles,
don't do lady
everybody.
sparkles.
Now, dancing ray of light. Pizza acknowledged what she said, and she apologized. She lost her temper. Absolutely, absolutely. She definitely apologized, and she was 38 hot. 38 hot. All right, and Demon Soul, honey, the link is pinned, honey. You can come on up here. I want to have a conversation with you. Make sure you okay. So
Yeah.
come on up here and let's chat. Now, Rex.
I would see him also. Oh no, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be on my best behavior.
All
I ain't even
right.
talking about my no mom today or nothing like that. Mr. Williams, I ain't messing
Yes,
with you
Rick.
today. But how you doing today, old school? How you doing today, old school?
I'm doing fine. I talked to you earlier,
Hey,
Rex.
Phil.
Remember?
Remember? What I was gonna say was, so I ain't
Oh,
here earlier. Somebody called me, told they called me and told me
sorry, Brick
YTC
Girl.
talking about my name.
I'm about to try to fix that.
Oh,
Go ahead.
my fault. Oh no, so they tell me she talking, right? I'm not mad at her. Yesterday I just came up and hit envy link because she was talking about, Lady Snoop was talking about it. She like, I don't my thing, YTC, I hope you
Thank
listening.
you.
You lied today. I listened to a little bit of your replay. You said I did wish grape on you at the time 2 years ago. You said you didn't do nothing. No, you came up on a panel and told me to drop down. You're not qualified to even speak to me like that because you lived a fake life. You're not in nobody business outside. I ain't gonna bring my ex-wife on here or my friends, but I put holes in niggas in real life. So when I say it,
Oh, come
Rex,
on now,
Rex,
Rex.
I
Rex.
See
know, I
that
know, I
that
know,
that right there,
no, I'm
right
not.
there, Rex.
All right,
Why
my
can't
fault.
you just be a
My
man
fault.
and talk straight without all this violence?
Yeah. No, I ain't. I'm
YTC,
not. I'm not.
YTC. That
I'm not.
that's my little boo thing now. I
Not on
really
no
really
vi-
like her. So
no,
so be nice.
not on no violent stuff. I'm not on no violent stuff. What I was just saying is, when I talk about it, I live it. That's all I'm saying. So when you come up here and then all of a sudden you tell me to drop, who are you to tell me to drop off a panel? You're not qualified to tell me anything. That's how it started. Actually, a couple years ago, I was on a panel and she actually hit
Rex,
a link and told
Rex,
me,
that's
Rex,
2 years ago. Can't you, as a man, leave
I
shit like that alone?
got. I did get past it. I don't bother. I don't go to a channel. Sometimes I might watch a
But you just
playback.
brought it
I'll
up
skip
again.
through it.
Now you just bringing it up
So
now.
yeah. So Rex,
Because she
like
was talking about me today. She was talking about me today. That's why I'm bringing it up. That's all I'm saying, Mr. Williams.
Well,
And then
Rex,
she's then
I watched that
go ahead.
video. I watched her show today, and she wouldn't let you up, and then you got belligerent with her. Now, here's what I'm
I wasn't
saying.
trying to get up.
All right, wait a minute, Rex. You're
Wait a minute.
getting so now that people aren't going to let you up on their panels too much because of the stuff that you do. Now,
But Mr. Williams,
you have to realize that when you're talking about women, against women, and all that, and women are listening to you, they're going to isolate you out, Rex. Stop that.
you
Stop that
understand?
kind of bull crap. It's okay. It's
Okay,
okay
all right.
to be,
Mr. Williams,
but
listen to the
Rex, you're
story first,
supposed to
though.
be a man. Why can't you get on there and
I
argue with
understand that.
men?
Mr. Williams, I've been dominating the men for over 6 years. So
You,
right, but
that's
don't
not a
but don't but
problem.
don't dominate the women though.
no,
Like
right. That's
No,
what
I'm
I'm
not
that's
trying to
saying.
dominate.
crazy.
We,
Listen, only women that I care about is my own, Mr. Williams. But listen to me. You also remember, well, I don't know if you knew, he wished grape on my daughters and all that. I didn't take that as a big deal. Lady Lau was around that time. She said, Rex ain't gonna care about that. I don't give a shit about that, but I still remember that. He wished
well,
grape on
even
my
if you
children.
remember it, Rex, even if you remember that kind of stuff, why even bring it up now? That's my point.
Well,
You got a
only reason
whole,
I brought
we
it
had
up.
a whole different funny conversation the other night. You wanted me to call your mom. Now, come on, Rex. You know good and
Okay, Mr.
well.
Williams. Now, hold on. I agree with you, right? I agree with you. What I'm saying though is she brought it up today,
Hey
and like I
Myrtle.
always tell you, I'm not comparing myself
Women
to a
are going
woman.
to
I would
bring,
never do that.
Oh,
Rex,
hold on,
women
hold
have
on, hold
brought
on,
stuff
hold
up.
on.
Go ahead.
Dandada.
So I had to drop down because I had heard that a 600-pound bitch was saying something. A
Hold on.
delayed bitch.
Uh-oh.
Hold on,
Let me
Jadon. Hold on.
let me go
Rex,
on
I
mute.
want I want to wrap this part up because I do want to get back to a conversation with Jadon.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna be
did you have
fast about it. I
so
was
did you
gonna be
have
fast.
anything else?
I was gonna be fast. No, I was gonna be fast about it. I was just saying people need to understand. Stop coming on here. If y'all want to come on here and be fake, then I can be. I don't talk about people, children in real life because if you come bother me, I get straight to it. That's all I was saying. So if you're gonna be
Okay.
fake, then I'm gonna be fake. That's all I was saying. How you
All
doing,
right,
Jay? Done?
Rex. And tell
All
hello to
right.
All right,
Mama.
Mr. Williams.
Hey Rex.
Okay.
Hey
All right,
Rex.
I'm gonna
All
check.
right.
I'm
Thank
doing
you
okay. How
so
I
you
much,
got
doing?
Rex,
you.
for coming. I really appreciate you. All right. So we about to
And
get back to a
TMO,
conversation.
TMO. I owe you.
Where's she at?
You when she come up, I'm gonna come up. I'm be in the back chat though, and my sister gonna send her cash, or my friend or my sister gonna send her the cash app for
Okay.
last night. And Pizarro, one more thing, Pizarro. I did feel bad about last night. I told her that, but I'd rather you drag me and my children because we'll get over it in what 15 minutes. Then
Probably.
drag Uppity and
Yeah.
her daughter. Yeah, we'll
All
get
right,
over in
Rex.
15 minutes. But
So,
all
all
right,
right,
but
Rex. I'm gonna go
TMO,
ahead.
when you come
We're
up,
gonna go ahead and move this conversation along. Somebody said Rex need to go start his own channel.
He
I
got a
do have my
channel.
own channel, but
So, do you go
I got a
live?
channel.
Yeah, he go
I
live
went
over
live like
there.
8 times, but it be kind of be I be playing music,
Okay.
and I don't have no filters over there though, so we
All
say
right.
things straight up how it is.
Okay.
All right,
No
I'm gonna
problem. Well,
see
thank you
y'all.
for coming, Rex. Have a good
Yeah.
one.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Rex.
y'all crazy.
Okay.
All right, Jadon. Okay.
So yeah, I had got word that a 600 pound bitch was saying something because she want people to grovel over her accomplishment that it took her to be 35 to get. So then I just had to go and post some more pictures of my graduation. So
Hold
I'm
on.
back
Who is
now.
this 600 pound person? Never mind. Never mind. Leave it
Who
alone.
else is 600 pounds? Who else?
All
What
right,
What do you
Jadon.
want to ask me, RNY?
We, you trying to get me hemmed up? Okay.
No, I'm
Um.
not. No, that's why I dropped down. I was just letting you know why I left.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for coming back. So I want to kind of pick up where we left off before talent
Hmm.
came and then things went left. So what were we talking about last night? So how did it get from it was you that was gonna flag to Demon So being the one being flagged?
Well,
Okay.
no, Demon Soul never said that she was gonna flag anybody. When I stumbled upon that live and I saw them playing the content that Demon Soul tried to put down to save her channel. Because remember, she only put down members to save her channel because of all these threats and stuff. When I stumbled across that, I'm like, okay, so why is y'all playing her thing? Because I know how Ness is. Remember, I done flagging wars with her plenty of times.
Mhm.
She be trying to tag me. I always get victory because I be shutting her ass down on YouTube and Patreon. But I ain't got time to do that type of fight like that for real. So that's why I said, I see that Ness was playing the members only. And I contacted Uppity and I said, well, Uppity, Demon So moved this because she not trying to have no static with all of this. When I
Okay.
told Uppity that, then that's when I guess that's when Ness continued to play it and I said, well, okay, I'll strike Ness because I will. I've done it before. It don't make me no never mind.
Okay.
So that's how that happened.
Okay. Because it went from her going on mute to say, "Oh, it was so you threatened to flag me," to her ending
But
that
no, I
live,
never
and
said Demon
then
So threatened her. I said that I was going to flag her. I always said that. I always said that I was going to flag
okay, because last night really confused because, like I said, it went from her coming off mute saying D was so threatened to flag, and then the very next live, I'm hearing, "Well, uppity, you let J Dunn play in your face by lying to you. You better be careful with her because she's the one that's putting on this competition and she's holding your pot money."
her.
And
But
then that's when I
RNY,
started to hear that it was you that said that you were gonna flag and not the Miss So. I really didn't like how Demon Soul was thrown under the bus like that and lied on, because if she didn't say that, I don't know how they came up with that narrative.
But that's the thing though, because no lie was told. If I say R and Y, I'm gonna flag so and so,
Mhm.
and you are friends with so and you decide to say, hey, so Jay Dunn said she about to flag you. That's what that was last night. But then once Uppity was up on the panel, then it ended up turning to Demon So is gonna flag. Demon So ain't never flagged nobody a day in her life. Never. No, I'm gonna flag. Cause let's not forget, Ness got a whole flag team over there. We done seen it countless of times. Countless. Why I can't extend my services to the people that I like? Why I can't do that? She got a whole chat group in Instagram where they talk about flagging people. Why I can't help other people? She been doing it for years.
Okay. So now I did hear you say today. I did hear you say that. Well, for all of, I'm not gonna lie, this part made me chuckle a little bit. You said, well, for all of my members, if any of my members ever need help flagging, I will personally have a conversation with you to show you how to do.
Well,
I'm like,
has
what?
always been a membership perk of mine. You just never been one
Really?
of my members. Yeah,
No, I
that's been a
haven't.
membership perk. Hmm.
So that's never mind. I ain't gonna even get into the particulars of whether that's allowed or not. That ain't my business. Okay. All right.
Well, no,
So
it is allowed because if I promise to do it for my members, then I just have to fulfill my obligation according to YouTube. And it's as simple as people that's on here doing a masterclass workshop, taking people's money, and then they don't do the workshop. I mean,
now,
what's the difference?
Peter said you put TMO in your beef. It was said first. TMO said she was flagging. Then it was Jay Dunn said she was flagging for TMO, and TMO said she was okay with it. Then sent her messages to the girl. Thank you, Pizarro. Thank you for that. So
Well,
during the second,
and
hold on. So
Pizarro.
during the second live, I did see Demon So
Mhm.
drop down and say something about she never said she was going to do anything or flag you. And then I'm hearing that you were threatening to send the entire message thread between you and Demon Soul to Uppity?
No, that was live.
Okay.
That was live. So with Demon Soul, when she ended her live last night, RY, she
Mhm.
was dealing with her daughter and her husband. So
Okay.
she had no clue that her video was being played over there at Nick. She didn't know. I reached out to her and I said, well, they talking about flagging. This heat specifically had mentioned flagging, and then I saw LSA talking about flagging. And I said, I hear them playing your thing over here. That's what I told Demon so privately.
Okay,
But
because I was going to ask how did LSA get involved, but okay, now that makes sense.
yeah, because I saw it on LSA. I saw
Okay.
it. So I screenshot it and I sent it to Demon So and I said, Demon So, you might need to go ahead and put your video on private or something. She put it on membership first, only for Ness to send Intrinsic in about a membership.
Okay.
Then that's when I said, well, Intrinsic not about the membership. Girl, get rid of this video because I don't trust none of them. I don't. And I
Okay, because
really
I
do
because I
genuinely.
did hear
I
Ness say
genuinely
I
like
sent
Demon
Intrinsic to
Soul.
buy a membership.
She did. And I genuinely like Demon Soul. Like,
Mhm.
ain't nobody gonna be able to take that away from me. I like her. I think she a nice lady. Not to mention, we only 2 hours away from each other.
Right.
But it's not content. So yes, no, y'all not gonna do anything with her channel or be using her stuff because I would have felt better, and this is
Mhm.
just me, not Demon
Okay.
Soul, if Ness would allow people to buy Demon Soul's membership to look at the content first, to get the transcript first. Demon Soul couldn't even get no bought membership for her damn members only before Ness was over there with 200 and some people playing it for everybody. That's a no no on YouTube.
Hmm. Now, Pizza said J Don set up TMO and got her cussed out by both of them. But Ness realized it was J Don who said she apologized. Oh, I know you lying. Hold on.
But see, RY, why are you telling me what pizza said?
Hold on
Who
real
the
quick.
fuck is
Hold on.
that?
Oh, that person
Does she
left.
have a face?
Somebody named Queen Catherine hit this link. I'm sorry. I'm about to say, I know you lying. Maybe they put some in the
Well,
back.
I'm just trying to figure out why you keep talking about pizza said this and pizza said that. Who the fuck is this? Not nobody with real information that's gonna strike a flag anybody. So she could shut the fuck up.
Oh, hell no. Queen Catherine, if you click this link again, baby, saying shit like that, you're going to get banned. Absolutely not. Ugh, people are sick. That's because the Walrus told Ness that TMO was going to flag her. The same way she lied and said that Pizza wasn't going to co-host the contest because she didn't want to be there. Both were okay. I don't know about that
But
lunchable
hold
stuff.
on, I didn't lie about nothing. The only thing I said was that I'm about to flag Nick. That wasn't a lie. So the fact that y'all trying to make me to be a liar, no. When I said I'm about to flag her, and when Uppity told her that I was about to flag her, that was the truth.
Okay.
So what is
So
we talking about?
so you never said that you were going to send your messages between you and Demon Soul to anybody.
No, I did. I sent two screenshots. All right, you gonna have to look at my channel because like
Yeah, I'm gonna have
I
to.
explained all this. Yeah, I explained all of this.
You go live
So
at the butt
when
ass crack of
next
dawn.
I did, it wasn't my choice. It
Yeah, I
wasn't.
know.
I like sleep. But let me tell you. So what happened was Ness was saying that I sent everything that I've ever discussed to Uppity
Okay.
from Demon Soul. That's not true. I took two screenshots of mine and Demon Soul's conversation and I sent it to Uppity and I said, Uppity, I'm only just giving you this. I don't owe Ness no explanation because I don't. Everybody's trying to explain the Ness and Peace. I don't give a fuck about either one of them. I don't owe either one of them an explanation. But because Uppity was over there getting dragged through the calls for like 5 hours, then yeah, I sent her the screenshot and I said, no, Uppity, I already told Demon Soul about this. And I sent the same screenshot to Demon Soul to let Demon Soul know what I told Uppity.
Okay.
So that's what happened.
Okay. Now, are you TMO's representative? Still?
I've never been her representative. I don't know what you I never came
Okay.
up here and said that I was.
Okay, because I saw a couple of people in the chat say that, and then I also heard that yesterday that you were a representative of hers and you were able to do that. That's why
No,
I asked that.
you just already said that my membership perk is helping people flag. That don't make me their representative. That just means I'm gonna tell you what to do to get this hope. Period.
See, Vila Shay J Don, that's what Pity said that you sent all of you and TMO's messages. So Uppity was spreading that narrative. So according to J Don said she only sent two screenshots and it wasn't the entire message thread. Okay. Demon Soul
Well,
was not the one. Go ahead.
Me and Demon Soda been cool since 2023. So, do you think I can give 2023 up until 2026
Absolutely
in two
not.
screenshots? Two?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's that.
Woo. Okay. Wow. So now it was on LS. Listen, this heat. I heard this heat is back. And why this story has changed. Okay, Tanya, how did the story change? Why are y'all saying J Don lying? Ness was playing it to see what Uppity said. Okay. Seeing what Uppity said. Got it. Uppity.
But Ness don't hold on. But Ness don't have no right to play somebody's members' content.
That
If
is true. That
me
is a
or
big no-no.
RY, right? If me or RY or anybody play Ness's members' content, we'll be struck in a heartbeat. I
Absolutely.
don't know why she thought that she was gonna be able to play with Demon Soul like that, but I said no.
Mm. You also use her video to go at Ness and use pity to do your bidding. That wasn't your call to flag on her behalf and start beef on her.
You can't tell me
Okay.
what my call is. You whoever it is can't tell me what my call is. No, your call is to not tell me a fuck thing because I use my computer because I pay for my Wi-Fi.
Hmm. Now, when Timo found out what Jadon was saying, she dropped into Ness's chat to clear up all the lies Jadon had told Uppity. Now, I did see Demiso drop down because I did see her highlight the comment. So I did see that. Uppity clearly said that Demiso was going to flag Ness as live. It wasn't until Ness questioned her. Okay, we've beat that at this point to a bloody pulp. Okay.
I
So
was
who's
gonna flag Ness. I've been flagging that hoe for a very long time.
whoever
Why
that
is
is? Your
y'all acting
devices ain't
shocked?
connected. So I don't know who that is. Your device ain't connected. Then y'all both line at this point and set up TMO. Oh, they put some in the back.
Set up TMO how? The only person that's being protected currently is TMO. Set up her how?
Okay, okay.
Ness?
Look in the back. Somebody said Uppity
Okay.
was attempting to clarify to Ness that it was Jay Dunn acting as a representative for in what? Acting as a representative or involved in this situation rather than TMO. But Ness was in her feelings, got the audio, and they put the link back there. Okay.
Okay, because yes, I know for certain that I didn't tell Uppity that Demon Soul told me to do anything. No, I did it. That's what I said.
Now Davna said,
And
how
I'm
Ness gonna allow someone to buy TMO membership? Now that Davna, I don't know. But what I heard come out of Ness's
what
mouth was,
the
I
same
told
way,
Intrinsic to go get a membership.
Tim up in my membership now, and I don't even like them. Davida,
Oh,
you better stop that bullshit ass line. I posted the receipt today where film is up in my membership. I don't like
oh.
no film noir. I don't like none of y'all hoes over there, but y'all up in my membership. And then y'all sent intrinsic to go in Demon Souls membership. That's what y'all did.
All right. Then today you said Ness took money out of TMO mouth. How?
When did I say that?
I don't know. I got to go back and watch yours. So let's say you did,
Oh,
right?
wait. No. I did.
Okay.
Because why? Let
All right, y'all.
take
She
your
admitted she
cursor.
did.
Yes, because I'm about to say, take your cursor down off of this. Don't give me nobody else's comment. But why?
Okay.
If you have monetized your channel
Mhm.
and you have put membership amount of money and people are joining your membership, that's money towards you, right?
That's true. Yes, I did. Black Girls Code.
So then if you then put something on members only, but then Ned get intrinsic to go up in your membership,
Mhm.
get the footage to give to Nez so that Nez could share it to 200 people. I'm trying to figure out if Demon Souls membership costs $3,
Mhm.
but 200 and something people got to hear everything up in her membership, but they ain't paid no $3. Yes, that's taking money out of her pocket. Yes.
I can agree with that because that's content that you in essence pay a monthly fee for. So definitely
Correct.
understand that.
So what Ness was trying to do was play it on her live until I threatened to strike it because she was gonna let all them people eat and she was gonna run up her own access check. Meanwhile, Demon Soul got it on membership. People couldn't even join her membership to see what was going on without them
Mhm.
trying to steal it. And what I'm saying too is, how are you saying that you're a content creator? Because if you're a content creator, then you shouldn't have to steal nobody's membership content.
Mhm. Now, since we are talking about Uppity, Uppity is on this link. Okay. Now I know Jay Dunn and Uppity, y'all got this. Y'all got an issue. What I don't want to do is bring you up, uppity, and then derail this entire thing.
Hold on. No. Me and Uppity don't have no issue. We got a whole competition with Love to Love. The only person
Okay.
that got an issue is Nick.
Okay, because when she came up here the last time, you dropped. And all right, so I'm gonna bring you up, uppity, because she said you wrong for lying on her.
I dropped because the 600-pound person was trying me, and I had to post some graduation pictures.
That's not a problem, Jay Dunn. That wasn't my problem. That's what I said. What I was saying he was wrong about when R&Y tried to infer and said straight up, I involved Demon Soul when I never involved Demon Soul. We had a whole conversation. So what I just did was I posted on my community wall. I admitted because what you suspected was true, and you wasn't even upset about it. Like they don't know that you wasn't upset about it. I did send Nessa screenshots because they would kept trying to make it something I did not say. So I never said that and I said that on J Dumb platform and also Nest. I never said she sent me Demon Soul whole thread. She sent me two screenshots and it's on my community wall right now. That's it. So that made me put more context. I know y'all hate to hear about context, but that's what happened. And Jay Dunn said that she already emailed Demon Soul exactly what she sent me. So
Okay.
there should be no problem. I never said that she sent me Demon Soul thread. I never said Demon Soul was gonna flag Ness. I've always said it was Jay Dunn. She wanted to make it about Demon Soul, saying Demon Soul she didn't have Demon Soul permission, blah blah blah, this and all of that. I cannot argue a point I don't know about. The only thing I told Ness and her name and Demon Soul name wasn't mentioned. I didn't write a private chat. I sent Ness a whole voicemail. I never mentioned Demon Soul name. I said Jay Dunn is gonna flag you. And that was my point of contention the whole lot. Like, why are we talking about this? I don't have an issue with Jay Dunn. I don't feel like Jay Dunn lied to me. That's why I don't know why Jay Dunn is not up here correcting things. That's not what happened. I never said that.
Well, no,
I never.
but I know that I did lie to you, and even with you putting it, because I heard you saying that you was giving that stuff, which is fine because I don't have nothing to hide. The fact is, I told Uppity that I was gonna strike the fuck out of Nick. Point blank in the period. I said I was
Hmm.
gonna do
And
that.
that's all I ever said. All this extra stuff is weird. It seems like everybody's going out their way to excuse things that actually happened about my child to make excuses. And that let me know how a lot of y'all feel about me. But at the end of the day, I posted the screenshots on my community wall. I've never told Ness that. I said it on Ness platform. I never had an
But
issue with Jay
what does
Dunn
this
because Jay
situation
Dunn
have to
didn't
do
do
with your
nothing to
child,
me.
though?
What you mean?
Hold
What are you
on,
talking about?
why? The whole reason why Demon Soul had to put that live on private is because Pizarro was talking about her child.
Exactly, Jay Dunn. Now you keeping it real, and I should have to be on a link for you to do that. So, like I said, y'all are making any excuse, and I don't care about it. I went to the authorities. I didn't put my lawyer's information. I could have, because y'all ain't gonna
So
contact her with no bullshit. But I did not. But what I wanted to say is this: what I said to Ness was real. She was going to flag her, and Demon Soul was aware of that. That's what I put.
so you never said that Jay Dunn was going to send you the messages?
I put the messages that she sent me. You're making up things because you want to believe what you want to believe. I never told Ness half of the stuff that she claimed. Ness got the same messages you did. The only thing Ness had over my head is that she wanted to see the message in person. Jay Dunn didn't want me to share it with her because she was saying that I was lying because Demon Soul came on her platform. The text message Jay Dunn sent was after Demon Soul went and not hit her link, but she was in the platform saying that this wasn't true. So that's when I hit up Jay Dunn, and that's when those text messages came out. Okay, and that's wanted to because of her hate for Jay Dunn. She wanted me to go off on Jay Dunn. I said Jay Dunn is not a liar, and I got actual proof now. Jay Dunn didn't know the Demon Soul was going to go on her platform. We discussed this on Jay Dunn platform. Like I said, when you willfully ignorant, it's not my point. Like at the end of the
She
day,
did post the receipts on her community wall if y'all want to go look at them.
if you want to
Right,
be willfully
and
ignorant, that's
definitely.
your
Hold,
problem.
hold on, Uppity,
Hmm.
because RY, put
Yes.
them because you can see I didn't give anything salacious about Demon Soul, nothing. No, I was just showing her about what was going on currently as far as it relates to Demon So Private in the video.
And I never said she did. Demon Soul wasn't mentioned. When I told Ness J Dunn was gonna flag her, that was a whole argument for hours. So y'all wanna skip over all of that to make up things that's not true. Not true. Jay Dunn tried to have Demon Soul back, and I explained to that. And Jay Dunn, still to this day, she didn't even argue against it, but she was just arguing for Demon Soul. The only person that was confused about Demon Soul and Jay Dunn relationship was
Mhm.
Ness. The only thing I was trying to tell Ness, yeah, you may not, you want to ride on that Jay don't have her permission, but they're friends. You're accusing me and Jay Dunn of being friends. We are not friends. We are cordial. We just only started talking behind the scenes about this competition. That's it, and that's all that extra shit. Y'all want to sit there and talk about things I didn't say out my own mouth. But I'm gonna be honest because nobody gonna hold nothing over my head. I did send her the screenshot, and Jay Dunn pretty much predicted that. So she said she didn't care. That's it, and
Well,
that's all.
well, well. Initially, when Uppity let me know that she was sending Ness the screenshots, I said, "Well, then why do I need to send you anything else if you gonna send it to Ness?" Cause no, I
Correct.
don't
Yeah,
give
you
no
didn't
fuck
care
about
about.
Ness.
Yeah, yeah, she didn't care about Ness, but Ness was trying to make it seem like Jay Dunn wasn't doing it because she cared about me. Jay Dunn never came across as if she cared about me. Her whole argument was, please, uppity, leave Demon Soul out this legal aspect of it, because she would have gave you all this information had you to ask. But I was telling Jay Dunn what she said in Ness chat. That was our like Ness wanted me to have a whole thing about it, but no, it doesn't matter what I say about Jay Dunn. You don't want to hear it. That's why she sat here and told me, and she don't even know all the information I know. I'm gonna go lie. I was trying to stop you from embarrassing yourself, but you need to hear no there. I've never told Ness
Who
that
embarrassing
she
themselves?
gave me Demon Soul whole thread. I've never said that on any panel.
Who's
Never
embarrassing
said that.
themselves? Who's embarrassing themselves?
She was by
Okay.
saying that, and you are too by sitting here and following it up. And Jay Dunn did not
What do
say
you hold on?
anything, and I didn't appreciate
How am
that.
hold on? How am I embarrassing myself by following up by asking
Yeah, because
questions?
no, because you didn't. No, 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 no. Because you said that I sent the thread. Who said I sent the thread? If you want to have a conversation about it, clearly you should have been watching. I said from the get go.
No,
I
clearly
never
I
said
should have
Jay
been
Dunn
watching.
sent the thread.
I watch what I want to watch. I was asking
So
about
that
the
means
thread
you got to
because
stop
hold on,
your
it was in
commentary.
the.
You can't speak
No,
until it's
I
a
don't have.
fact.
I don't have to stop nothing. Uppity, how many times have
Well, you
you sat up here
don't,
and
but
spoke
you
on shit
don't,
that
but
you don't
at the end of the
motherfucking
day,
know
you're
about?
right.
How
Listen,
do you
listen.
know?
I'm not here to argue with you. You don't have to do shit. But what you ain't gonna
You're
do
right. But what I
is
am
lie
gonna do,
on me.
goodbye, bitch. Bye. That's what the fuck we ain't gonna do. Goodbye. How the fuck you gonna sit up
Well,
here and tell me I need to watch, and if I ain't watch, I can't be talking about that? When you sit up here and you run your motherfucking dick suckers about shit you don't know about either. But goodbye.
RY,
Yes, J Dine.
no, Uppity was correcting me because
I don't give a good goddamn if she was correct, perfect, correct, or whatever. You can't
I'm
get mad at
aware
me
of that.
because I'm asking questions about a text
You
thread that was put in the chat, about a text thread that was already being discussed since yesterday. The fuck? I'm embarrassing myself. No. What's embarrassing is how you act online. What's embarrassing is getting sloppy drunk. What's embarrassing is having a moment in the middle of the night and you crying and you playing, you having a whole Bobby Jones gospel hour. All we hear is never would have made it by Marvin Sapp. That's embarrassing. Me asking questions ain't embarrassing because she sits up here and asks questions too to get clarity. I should have watched. Once again, these shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Girl, get the fuck out of my face for that. All right, J Dunn, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Yes, I had to change out my headphones, but yes, Uppity gave the receipts.
She
I don't
did.
have
And I also see that she's not doing the competition now. She said, yes, I did send Ness No Mess 2 screenshots of what Dundada sent me. That's the only thing over my head over it. And I sent Ness money back for the ring light, not during her competition. That's it. That's all. Signed management.
so see you telling me this new, but I'm talking about Demon Soul right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which Uppity not doing the competition is a whole nother can of worms.
It is. I don't even want to. Mm-mm.
Right. But no, mm-mm. I don't throw nobody under the bus. Why? Why would I need to throw anybody under the bus? I mean, R&Y, you have to use your sense.
I ain't saying nobody threw anybody under the bus. I'm just reading the comments and asking the questions. That's it. That's
But
it.
R&Y,
But
I
if
need you to
TMO
know
already
that
dropped down, but if TMO already dropped down in the chat and cleared it up yesterday, cool.
what she did try to clear it up, but it was still an issue as far as her video.
Okay.
But you have to understand, I'm trying to see how the best way I could say this.
Just
RY,
say it.
you was here when everybody was trying to get me locked up, right?
Yes, I was.
So them hoes gonna have to keep trying. Period, poo.
Not period, poo. Yes, I was. I do remember all of that. Yes, I do.
Yeah, so the thing is, Demon Soul didn't try to get me locked up. Uppity didn't try to get me locked up. Lovely Love tried to get me locked up, but then she turned around and gave me an apology. VS gave me an apology. It's so many people that have done differently now, and they like, okay, well, why is you cool with them? Well, I'm cool with them because
Mm-hmm.
they did right by me. The fuck you mean?
See what I'm saying? And child, baby, listen. So here's a just answer me this. You and TMO, y'all are good.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect. That's all that matters then. If you and her are good and Demon Soul cleared it up, perfect. Then this
Well,
shouldn't
that's
be
the thing. I'm gonna
okay.
always have Demon Souls back, just like how Envy got your back.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have Demon Souls back because I've been seeing people do stuff to Demon Soul, and she just have to deal with it.
No, I feel you. I definitely feel you. And honestly, if I was you, I would too. Like I said, especially if you and her are like, if y'all are tight friends, y'all are 2 hours away, like you said. Why not?
Well, yeah, yes, because me and her had several conversations over the past, and especially if her auntie died, we bonded, and
See?
I don't like how people do that to her.
Yeah, I ain't like that either. But like I said, that happened yesterday. You and D Soul, y'all straightened it out. Y'all are good. No love lost. Things was cleared up via TMO in her chat when she caught wind of what was going on, and that's that.
Yeah, no. Before I do anything to D Miss Soul, I got plenty of hoes on here that I could fuck with. Why would I fuck with her?
Leave them people alone, J Don. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, why would I fuck with D Miss Soul? I'm not about to. But thank you for having me up, RNY.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Are you welcome?
Bye bye. All right, y'all. Listen. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Rex. Rex. You on, I don't know. You on mute. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting ready to wrap this on up. So, listen. This was a whirlwind. Okay, let me get down here in these chats right quick. No matter what is thrown at TMO, she always rises above it like a queen that she is. She does. I will say, Daquan, cut it out. She does. She definitely rises above it. Here comes the gaslighting and love bomb. Y'all get up off J Dunn, okay? And then the nerve of Uppity to say, I just want J Dunn to be right. Girl, what? No. She wants to be, she said, I want J Dunn to be right. But she was trying to convince myself and almost 300 other people that what she said about Audio Sister was right. Riddle me that, Batman. God bless her. God bless her. I, the baby need to take a nap. That's what it is. But I'm getting ready to wrap this on up. Yeah, we have been here for 2 hours and 28 minutes. Okay. So let's, who is this back here? Okay. Hold on. Who is this? Uh, What do you mean? Hold on. Okay, cause I don't know what he doing. So just to go ahead and kind of wrap this on up, right? So the first thing we talked about was the whole ranch thing, and how that was, literally, I can't say it wasn't a big deal, but it was something that affected Little Mama Obama. So we kind of c- went over that, and I went back and I watched the replay, and I kind of broke that down from what I saw, from the timestamps to everything else like that. So once again, I can't tell little mama Obama how to feel, but I hate that she felt that way. I promise you I do, little mama Obama. You my boo thing, okay? I that was a lot. Ken definitely owes you a sincere apology, because that was completely disrespectful. Now what is this? Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Now come on. I got a feeling what you get ready to ask me. So that was the little Mama Obama thing. Once again, I truly apologize about that. Hopefully, that is something that can be discussed, worked out, an understanding can be reached. And then the whole karma spun the block. We covered that whole Ness line and said I blocked her when I didn't, and then I guess she felt some sort of way, and then she turned around and blocked me. Just to then go live and have this shit blow up in the face. I still don't hate Ness, but I ain't like what she did. Period. Because what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna sit up here and get upset and say, yeah, she was over there quoting scriptures in J Dunn chat, and then, trying to throw shade at my competition when that was not the case. So you cannot highlight the fact that I was over there quoting Bible scriptures when you just came back from a spiritual journey. And when you came back, you started condemning everybody to hell, including the LGBTQIA community, and some of your supporters was offended by that. Period. And then all of a sudden you decide to revert back to what you was doing before. Like, don't no. I'm the wrong one. Okay? I love you with the love of Christ, but I'm the wrong one. Never forget that. Okay? And then we kind of moseyed on over into the transcripts, okay? We have received clarity that the Miss O caught wind of what was going on. She dropped down in Ness's chat, cleared that up. It was cleared up that TMO was not going to be the one to flag her, but in essence, it was Jay Dunn, because one of her membership perks are, say it with me, class, if you are a member and you want to flag somebody, I will show you how to do it. That's where that came from. So that got cleared up. Hold on. Okay. I don't know how to get in touch with her though. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. Okay. Um, so that's that. So we talked about the transcripts. I didn't like how Talent came up here and tried to kind of deflect. Because yesterday he was calling Pizarro PDF Pizarro, which was completely out of pocket. And he's talking about something he gonna stay on uppity neck if this transcript comes out and it shows that she did in fact say something, but it sounds like he doesn't want to be on her neck about the stuff that audio played on his live that came out of Hey Stink! Hold on. Hold on. Toya. Hey
Oh,
gorgeous. How are
hi.
you?
I'm fine. Can you hear me with these
Yes,
raggedy?
ma'am.
I left you a super chat earlier. It's a little bit controversial.
Okay, let me see. Oh, I missed
Um,
all of these.
it's
Oh,
okay, but you're about to end. Great show. I've been working and listening at the
thank
same
you.
time, but that's my
Mm.
controversial statement, and I'm gonna let it be like the Beatles. Have a
Yep.
wonderful day, you guys.
Thank you so much, baby. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you. Have a good day and great show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I didn't realize it was. Who else is this? Shouty Bees. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. The beautiful Toya. Thank you so, so much. And no, that was, yeah, Toya. And then Toya, duh, Carolina Sagittarius. Thank y'all so much, honey. I know how hard it is to go to work every day. But to slap me a couple of coin dollars, I appreciate it. Okay, so we definitely talked about the wrenches. We talked about that. We got this whole thing cleared up. I don't understand still to this day why Uppity feels like she did nothing wrong. So my question now is this, okay? Now, I want to know how Uppity feels now that she heard that video. If she even heard the video. Hopefully she did. Because she not gonna sit up here and say that almost 350 people was lying and saying that she never said what we all heard her say. So shout out to Audio for playing that video. Shout out to him for that. Because you're not gonna sit up here and play in our face and say that we didn't hear what we all heard. Period. She mentioned something about going to go file charges. Then she said she didn't file. She just made a report. Great. And she said for anybody who feels like she's saying something disrespectful about their children, she suggested you go do the same thing that she did. So that's that. Okay. Demon Soul was in the chat. All is well. Pizarro came up here. Shout out to everybody that hit this link. Pizarro, Talent, Mr. Carruthers, Toya, Rex, Sour Patch, everybody, Sparkles, everybody, even to the trolls. They said something about some attorney and they send in this attorney all the uppity stuff. And listen, I'm no legal beagle, and that's just where we gonna leave it. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I'm getting ready to dismiss. Because, like they say in the Baptist church, I don't want to belabor the time. But, like I always say, honey, time is the most expensive currency that you can never get back, so don't waste it. And I don't count it robbery that you decided to loan me a pair of seconds of your day. Okay? So we get ready to roll up out of here, run amok, like YTC says, and y'all have a good one. Peace out.